All right, we on.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First thing and foremost, want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Hakadash.
Want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. New in the gospel of our living up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever they may be. With the brothers here, the GMS Kansas City branch, KC branch, out here another week, prophesying the end of this wicked satanic system. Okay, as there's a lot going on regarding prophecy. Okay, it's a lot of madness going on in Israel. Jake is waxing worse and worse, man. And we know that it's a lot of government agents that's being set up to this in these different camps, in these different groups, man. Okay, because we understand that in the time of Yahweh Shai, you had spies among the groups. Because even of Judas of the 12, he was definitely a spy that was set up to spy out the liberty of Yahweh Shai, man. And also, the scripture says certain men crept in unawares, man, seeking to spy out our liberties. Bible show you can pull that. Because, oh, you got it. Beautiful. Go ahead.
The book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 3. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith.
Right, contend for the faith, meaning contend goes into the word to fight or to strive. Okay, so that's why we go back and forth with these different groups, because it's about the doctrine. Okay, it's not a personal attack, but it's about the doctrine. But men make it personal because they don't understand the Holy Spirit. But when you read in the Gospels and the epistles, that was basically Paul writing to the different churches of them going back and forth, man. Okay, because that's biblical according to the Bible. That's why it says earnestly contend for the faith, man. Go ahead.
And exhort you that ye should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. For there are certain men crept in unawares.
Right, certain men crept in unawares, man. Go ahead.
Who were before of old ordained to this condemnation.
Right, so you got certain men that was already set up from the beginning to fulfill that lot. Judas being one example. Okay, he was set up from the beginning, like the Lord said, behold, I have 12 of you, but one of you is a devil. Okay, because it was through the Spirit that the Most High made Judas the wicked, because that's the way that the story was written, man. Okay, and even among the camps today, you know, the different UPK camps, the IUIC, even among our camps, you got men that was set up by the government to come and spy us out. But see, what you don't understand is, you spying on us, what you gonna find out? Okay, brothers are not into any type of nefarious dealings. Brothers are not into any type of illegal shit. You know, brothers drink, you know what I'm saying? They got families, they go home, they work. And that's as much as you're gonna say. Now, as much as you're gonna get on us.
Right.
Okay, we're not going behind closed doors, figuring out how we gonna take down Esau, man.
Yeah.
Everything we talk about in the opening, we talk about in the dark, we talk about in the opening, man. Okay, we don't hide shit. Because if we was on some bullshit, we wouldn't even be out here showing our faces. Okay? Well,
ungodly men turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness.
Right, lasciviousness, man. Lavish, man. Filthy lucre. Okay, men have hijacked this truth and they made it a goddamn gimmick. This is why I'm marching through the hood to try to get quote-unquote numbers, which ain't no fucking people in the hood, man. Okay, you go down to the hood, there's no fruit out there for real. And if you do get anybody, you're getting a bunch of yes men and a bunch of niggas that's only halfway repenting.
Yeah.
Okay, to fulfill your agenda. But that has nothing to do with the truth. The Lord said go out to the highways and the byways and the chief place of concourse. He didn't say go to some damn derelict on 31st and Prospect, man. Go ahead, bro.
Right, Con, because they was marching through the streets of Kansas City, IUIC recently.
Yeah.
And they've been doing that in every damn city, but now they done made their way here. Little old KC, they done made it here, started that bullshit, man.
Yeah. I had a quick scripture for what you were saying.
Go ahead, bro.
How you saying, like, we don't really hide nothing? This is Luke chapter 12, verse 2. It says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops.
Yeah, on the housetops, man. So therefore, hey, we're not hiding. Everything we say behind closed doors, we come out here and we tell you straightforward. We tell you that the so-called white man is the devil. Okay, he's going into slavery. We tell you that the Lord is going to destroy America for the wickedness. The 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed. The men of the Lord are going to get spiritual power. This is the wicked satanic kingdom. And hey, that's the extent of our conversation, man. Okay, and that's all you're going to find. Tampa phones, what you going to find? Oh man, no, them brothers down there, they're talking about blowing something up, man.
Right.
Please, we ain't even got the time or energy or effort for no dumb shit like that. And you fucking know that, man.
Right, and you're gonna have to have some type of organization and money to even do some shit like that. How the fuck would we even have the capabilities to do some dumb shit like that? The FBI got all type of technology to bug your phone instantly if you planning to build a bomb. They in your shit. You're gonna get raided before you even get finished putting this shit together.
But see, Esau, he's on that type of time because the devil have no time but to be wicked. That's all he got. That's what he's circumventing his life around, wickedness, man. So he's on that type of time. And he's so guilty and so afraid to the point he think everybody else is on that type of time, man.
Right. And you know what? And let this damn devil send those spies and shit among us. You know what? Some of them people are gonna turn around being like Cornelius, man. You know? And you get motherfuckers that can actually get converted behind them. He's trying to send a spy amongst the camp of the brothers, and the dude you sent, he get built up, and next thing you know, he's spying on you. Yeah. And he giving us the inside of what you doing in your shit, man. That's the spirit of power Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You can flip it up, man. Right. But also, you wicked ass niggas that's involved in this thing, and you got secret lusts and behaviors that you're doing behind closed doors, that shit gonna come out too.
That's right.
Just like that nigga of war, all of a sudden now it's coming out that they support weed smoking.
Niggas probably high
light it up.
High as hell out there, man.
High as fuck, man, doing that. Next thing you know, a breakdown gonna come out. They're gonna say it's okay for you to go pop another man's woman. Everything, they're gonna come against the scriptures and try to give a breakdown on it, because that's what they're doing in secret. And they figure since they out here, they can justify themselves and not get judged by saying and trying to twist the scripture saying it's okay to do it.
That's right.
But see, brothers, they do that because for the simple fact they're running out of gas. They have nothing else to speak about. Yeah. Okay, because the Lord took the oil. See, that's how you know that a man is on his way out, when they got to change the doctrine for controversial's sake. Because they know that we're going to feed into it. That's why I did a show titled Opposites Attract. They need our energy, okay, and we use their energy to edify the body. You see, but see what happens is when you stop feeding the cancer, it dies out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to happen to them guys. It happened to Nazariah. It happened to the Detroit Mad Hatter. It happened to all them other guys that came up against us. They said we couldn't fall. They said we weren't right. They said the great millstone and the men that followed the doctrine were wicked. Yeah. All this shit, man. But where are those guys to tell that story now? Yeah. Okay? Nazariah and them don't even believe in Yahweh Shai no more. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So a war, he's no different.
Yeah. Magic mushroom guy, don't forget him.
Oh, I forgot about that dude.
He's still, hey, believe it or not, he's still posting videos on our phone, bro.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
And then my phone.
That's a lot of that. A lot of that, what you're seeing with these guys, a lot of it is just vomit. You know, you eat something, but when you eat it, the food looks nice and presentable on the way in. But if your stomach ingests it and it rejects it, it comes back out just a mess, man.
Right.
And that's what you're seeing. Every doctrine they ever learned, they just vomited it back up, and it's all conjoined and fucked up. And you want other men to follow that, man. The scriptures speak about men that it's like a dog returning back to his own vomit.
I always forget that.
You know, that's what this is. Every breakdown they ever got, they ate the roll, they rejected it, they vomited the shit back up, and it's disgusting, man.
Yeah.
Now the property value is going down in Israel because you niggas need attention.
Yeah.
You know, you're vomiting all over the place. You're going on Al-Azhar's platform to try to get me. It's not working, man. We've seen this before. You know, your spirit, you're gonna peter out. You're gonna get dehydrated. And you're gonna crumble away, man. Like Yahweh Shai said, you're gonna be cast in the outer darkness.
Well, this is the book of 2 Peter 2, and I'm gonna start it. The whole chapter is good. I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, matter of fact, it says, "Book what was rebuked for his iniquity, the dumbass speaking with men's voice forbade the madness of the prophet. But these are wells without water." So what's the purpose of it? What happens when a well dries out? It's useless. It starts to stink. Okay, it starts to stink and it breaks down, and before you know it, it collapses. Okay, because a well is designed to be lubricated, it's designed to hold water. Okay, that's just like a fucking engine when the oil in it. Eventually, it's going to corrode, it's going to disintegrate, and that's what these guys are. And it says these are wells without water, clouds that are carried with the tempest, to whom in the midst darkness is reserved forever. But when they speak great swelling words of vanity, because it's all vanity at the end of the day, telling people, well, y'all can smoke weed, but we don't do it. Y'all niggas are high as hell out there, man.
Yeah.
Coming to camp drunk, all this other madness.
Talking about whatever you need to relieve the stress, brother.
But wait a minute. But wait. I thought we in a new covenant. In the new covenant, you ain't got to flame up the stogie, bro.
Right, yeah.
You in the new covenant, you good. You know what I'm saying? If in the new covenant, you want to partake in some type of edible, whatever that's gonna make you get good and nice, you're doing that for pleasure, not because you need to. Oh, I just work a 16-hour shift 5 days a week. Now I gotta go and turn up the bottle. Nah, bro. Right. That proves that we ain't in a new covenant yet, man. Because how the fuck are we gonna be in a new covenant and things still the same here? Right. Judgment is still here. People still committing adultery. Now it's true, Yahweh Shai paid the ransom and put down a down payment for a lot of time so we can walk into it, but prophecy must be fulfilled first, man. Because even like if you get an inheritance, right? Let's just say your father may have a contingency of an inheritance for you based on if you complete a certain probate.
Yeah.
You got to go through a probate first. So what happens is, stipulations is, look, you're not going to get this $20 million inheritance unless you complete school. You got to have a average of a B plus GPA. Okay, you have to have this
money management.
Yeah, you got to have that, and then you have to land this particular job so you can be justified on getting that inheritance. It don't come overnight. Yes, in your name already is promised to you based on the contingency of you completing the program. And that's what the new covenant is what Yahweh Shai did. That's why he said, I would not drink it new with you until I'm in my Father's kingdom. That was the breakdown right there, man.
Okay. You got something in the world called a trust. Yeah. That's like a legal entity that you use to hold assets or whatever to pass it on. Right. You can put any kind of stipulation on it that you want. Like in that show, Power, the guy Tariq, his father left him an inheritance, but he had to finish college first.
He lost that shit though.
You know, but see, that's why you put that's why you don't give it to your son before. Scriptures also speak about not declaring your inheritance to a son until you're later on in life. You know, the son will get big-headed. He'll start undermining you, doing shit. You know, thinking he got it. You know what I mean?
Hey, Jacob and Esau. Jacob was on his deathbed before he gave out that birthright.
That's right. That's right.
And it reads here, and it says, they are lured through the lust of the flesh through much wantonness. Wantonness goes into undiscipline. All right? And it says that those that were clean escaped from them who are lived in error, man. Okay, so once upon a time, you escaped the pollution of the world. You came out, you did the work, you agreed with the doctrine, but something happened. Okay, something, because it's like a seed. When you plant seeds, they start off very small. And whatever seed you plant, that's what it's going to sprout to. So if it was a seed of offense, if it was a seed of wickedness, when you plant that and you allowed it to fester, it became into what we see it today. Scoffing, scorning, perverting the doctrine. Right? And it says here, while they were promised them liberty, they themselves are servants of corruption. Because you're promising your father, you're promising your father, your followers, we're in the new covenant. And he always try to use that the death of the tester. That's the only scripture you can go to try to prove your point. But even if you read that chapter, it don't even say what you're saying, bro. Okay? It don't even go into what you're saying. You're breaking this shit down wrong. And it says here, while they promised them liberty, they themselves are servants of corruption. For of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he that brought in bondage. For after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome. And the latter end is worse than them than the beginning.
Right. You're more entangled now. But now you got yourself in a trick bag talking about you can't die. But now you need to escape through alcohol and weed.
We are one of the 12.
That's you waxing worse, getting entangled, you know, all, you know, jumbled up, man. That's stupid out here.
How the hell you going, you one of the 12, and here you got a fucking retard on the side of you that don't know no scriptures, and you got your drunk ass, and you got that lame ass nigga with that box haircut with the shades of that clown, and then you got the two bald head niggas, and you got one eye with them. Come on, man. You guys are not of the, you are the 12 of wickedness, man. And the Most High is going to destroy each and every last one of you guys, man. The only one that may get out of that, and we ain't got to bring these clowns up no more, but the only way that may get out of that is the boy Yakal, man. Because when y'all got confounded, by Alazar, that shit was done. Bro, like, y'all got confounded, bro. But the next video he put out was to GMS, like, nigga, we ain't tell you to go on that debate and get confounded. You decided to
you embarrass your damn self.
Sign up.
What you want to talk about us for?
Right.
Why are we all of a sudden in the conversation? Because you looking stupid?
Because he's hurt and he really wants to be back down. But more, it says here, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But as it happened unto them according to the true proverb, which the word proverb goes into a saying, okay? And it says, the dog is returned to his own vomit again, and the soul that was washed of her wallowing in the mire. So you came back to your own shit, man. Right. Okay, all the madness that you conjured up prior to you being in the truth, the Most High remanifested those demons times 7. Okay, and it's just a matter of time before the Lord take that candle. Really, the candle was already done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just burning out, but eventually, y'all asses out of here,
They
man.
on fumes.
Because the new thing is, oh well, we don't have to go out and teach you. Oh, we good now. Well, if we're in the new covenant, y'all should have been came up with that concept.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So at least the nigga from Arizona, he ain't out teaching no more. Because in the new covenant, it says you will no longer teach your neighbor.
Right.
Okay, and there you go.
That's just them justifying the exit strategy. You're basically telling us that you're getting ready to hang it up, but you don't want to be viewed as somebody that hung it up, so you're trying to justify it by coming up with some dumbass breakdown,
Yeah.
thinking somebody ain't gonna judge you.
Yeah,
no,
and
the whole world knows
and
what
that
you
fucking
did.
Arsenio Hall looking nigga, Darash, gonna say the brother Daniel Allah talking about he died because he was like, he did a video talking about he died because he wasn't right with the Lord. You piece of shit, low life fucking demon you. That man Daniel Allah served the Lord until his last breath, man. Who the fuck are your bitch ass to say something about that?
And served it teaching the correct doctrine, didn't go off at all.
At
man.
all.
At all. And that brother could have been Job reincarnated through the spirit.
And this dude and the other moron, Eddie Monster, gonna say something. Well, you know, we told y'all this was gonna happen. Nigga, you ain't prophesied shit. Shut up.
Right.
You
Shut the
niggas,
fuck up,
man.
nigga. Oh, well, he told y'all that, man. Look, nigga, we can say we know people in Israel gonna start dying. That ain't bro. That ain't just some divine revelation. We say it all the time. The Most High gonna start taking people out, man.
Yeah.
Whether they righteous or wicked. Because you do have martyrs in this. Hello. But you niggas ain't directly prophesying shit. You talking shit about us. What are you saying? Oh, well, those groups gonna break up. No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, we could have told you that.
We brought that out last week. We brought it out of the Corinthians. Those that die first in Hawashai will be raised up first, man. Why is that written down? Because the Lord knew that there would be men on the righteous side that would go into the spirit
They're gonna
and
die, yeah.
you know, and that was to comfort us that feel sad about the matter, you know.
That's the
So don't
spirit.
worry about it. We're gonna
Yeah.
see him again. Why was that written down?
Yeah.
You know?
That's the spirit. That car had 300, bro. Yeah, you know, like the glide, like the Spartans, man. The gladiator, yeah. You got something else?
I'm trying to pull a precept.
All right. What you got, brother? Can you get 2 Corinthians 13? You start at verses 5. 13 and 5.
I'm still looking for it.
What you looking for? Quote it.
I think it was Matthew when he said it's an honorable thing to die. Yahushua basically was happy when that happens, when you die of certain.
Death.
This is in the same.
This is book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves.
Right, prove your own selves, man. Sometimes you gotta have a talk with the Lord and tell the Lord, like, look, man, I'm fucking up. Like, Lord, I ain't doing enough, bro. Like, bro, if you gotta be having that conversation with yourself daily, knowing when you slacking off. You can't just be walking out here like you good, man.
Right.
You know you ain't praying enough. You know you ain't doing what is required. You know you ain't really in it. You gotta go to the Heavenly Father and you gotta repent of that, man.
Right. Yeah, there should be a conviction on you.
Yeah.
You know.
You're supposed to examine yourself, man. You ain't supposed to walk around this thing like you got it already. You know? Go ahead.
It says, verse 5, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith, prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua Mashiach is in you.
Right. You gotta prove your own self, man. Because see, one thing about Jake be so hell-bent on trying to prove a point to the point they ain't even convinced themselves they telling the truth.
Right.
How you gonna convince me that you telling the truth when you don't even know that? When you're not even in the right mindset, when you're not even taking on the fact of how about you, how and extolling that knowledge to the cloud and actually living it, man.
Right.
Yeah. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
So, because when that guy Alazar asked you directly, where you are one of the 12, you stumbled, man. You were hesitant.
Yeah, he said,
You know?
yeah,
Why is that, man?
he said,
You're supposed to have, if you of the 12, that should have been said with confidence, man.
right.
You know?
Well, if you are the 12, you ain't gonna be made look stupid, man. I mean, you did have gainsayers that try to shut the mouths of the prophets, but that ain't y'all cats, man. For one thing, the 12 wouldn't get confounded by the Sakari boys, man. A bunch of gang members, bro. A bunch of assassins. I'm gonna tell you like this: the Most High gonna break that shit up too, man. The Most High gonna break up all them groups, man. And like Apostle Tar said, he said, look, it ain't gonna be no GMS in the kingdom. When we get off the internet, we are not gonna be known as the Great Millstone is just a title to distinguish the doctrine, man.
Yeah.
Okay? We were part of it, it's a church, man. But when this shit break down, Esau ain't gonna go around, are you GMS? No, you an Israelite, he coming for your ass, man.
Right. You're all in one pot in the eyes of Esau.
Yeah, and that's why you gotta be careful, man. Like these guys that compromise, that go to camp with sticks on them and showing guns and blinkies, red dot sights and shit, rapping, pants sagging, licking snow prophets. They gonna look at that shit and they gonna put us all in one category, man. You see the difference between you niggas and us, the Lord ain't gonna be with y'all when y'all get in that predicament.
That's right.
He's gonna be with us because, hey, we abstain from that appearance of evil, unlike you guys,
Yep.
man.
Y'all gonna get snared.
Right, because the scriptures say, be ye blameless, man. If you guys are holding that, if you over there bringing sticks to camp and making videos going to the gun range and all this carnal ass shit, you're gonna be the first ones to get rolled on by Esau.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get put down. And you're gonna put a mole amongst your group to set up an insider threat and set up an actual attack to justify coming against the whole nation. You're gonna use Sakari for that.
They already got
They already got that shit, yeah.
Cause in they camps, all you gotta do is sign up.
Right.
Like you playing summer football or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you know what? They sign disclaimers and that shit, and you don't they don't vet nobody.
Yeah.
They don't get vetted, man.
Yeah. You gotta sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Non-disclosure, yep.
You gotta give up your social.
So that means you got motherfuckers in there that got a bag. Esau just gonna pay. Hey, look, on this day, when you guys go out, I'm gonna pay you. You're gonna get paid, and you're gonna shoot somebody dead. I'm not gonna lock you up, but you're gonna be the one to shoot somebody amongst your group.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be it for you niggas, man. Cause y'all push that bullshit. You push taking matters to your own hand. You don't push your Hawashai fighting your battles for you. That's why your name is Sakari, man. That's what them niggas did in the ancient world of the Sakari.
He said he read about it and said, yeah, those we are them niggas.
He even named himself. He even named himself Alazar. He was all through the spirit, but you know he feels like that in the spirit.
Yeah, we them
Okay.
niggas.
What he doesn't understand is that's not righteous, that the Lord wasn't dealing with him. He wasn't with those men. It's not an honorable thing to be a part of that sect.
Well, you know the beautiful part about that whole thing, brother, is when you pay attention to the way the Lord moves all that bullshit out the way, bro. Just look at how he moved things in the camp. Look how he moved certain light, bro. And when you really look at it from a spiritual perspective, you gotta praise the Lord. Like, damn, I'm glad that he did make the move he made, because now look at what it was now compared to what it was then, and all the confusion that transpired. Now look at exactly how men are moving. Right. Hey, it's better for us because you know we ain't got to deal with shit, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
because if there's a cat like that amongst us, he gonna be the one to get us in fucking trouble. you know,
Yeah.
you know, we gotta be blameless, right?
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
So the Lord gonna boom, make moves, man.
Right. But the Lord got it really a camp for the elect that has that tawaf, that it goes beyond any man-made camp. You know, you gonna have brothers like that all across the world, man. Not just in Israelite camps. And that's the only really camp that matters. You know? We're all fighting for our own salvation, man. Scripture say work out your own salvation in fear and trembling. You know, as much respect as we have for the apostles, that's an example and a means for us to follow, but they can't save us.
Right.
You know, we can look up to these men, we can admire them, but we can't put the burden on them to save us, man. You know?
Right.
That's why we get occupied in the scriptures, man. That's why when the Spirit leaves you that wants to rebuke wickedness, man, you gotta pray. Because we can't be suffering sin on other brothers that are in camp that are doing the work.
Right.
None of this is personal, man.
It's not personal, bro. It's not personal, but man, make it personal. That's one thing you have to understand about this thing, brothers. When you come into this thing, that's why, hey, man, you keep your shit tight. If it's It said of counselors have one of 100 of 1,000, but paraphrasing it, man, because see, what happens is people get too familiar with each other. You know what I'm saying? You get too familiar with each other, then when shit happens, now all this dirt coming out on you, or what it looks like. It could be a simple conversation. You can have a drunk night, and you may piss on yourself because you're too drunk. All right, you ain't being circumspect. But see, things like that will come out to shade your character. Yeah. And nobody wants to be put on blast. Shit don't feel good. Humiliation. Right. You know what I'm saying? But even then, it's just like being too familiar with cats, man. And then when you don't move to the way that they're moving, then it becomes a personal attack because now they're mad at you because you don't have the respect for the person. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all friends, we're brothers, but at the same time, I can curse you out and say, look, you don't like to get the fuck stepping. Until you get stepping, and then you still be my best friend at the end of the day, you know?
Right.
You know, type of shit is business, man.
You got two sets of judgment courts. You got the court of public opinion, and then you got the legal court.
Yeah.
You know, like in the ancient world, the kingdom legally went to King Saul, but you had the people basically were rolling around the house of Judah, King David, and the Lord chose him. You see what I'm saying? So Esau understands that, and he's going to try to paint us in the court of public opinion that
Right.
he doesn't care if we're actually right from a technicality standpoint. He just wants everybody else to be reviling towards us.
Yeah.
He wants to slander us.
Right.
That's the only court of public opinion he's trying to sway. Man, he doesn't care about us being right or wrong.
Well, no.
He doesn't care if he's a hypocrite. He breaks his own laws all the time.
Yeah,
He doesn't care about the law.
Yeah, he's throwing a potato back at your bag. That's the thing. You don't have public opinion on your side, and these people, they're not disciplined enough. These people are all off promotion and fucking jabs and homo juice and all this other shit. They gonna fucking act first and ask questions later, man. Because the fact when they make you a public example that the fact that you out against momos, they'll put that on the news before you know it. You ain't gonna be able to step a foot in your job because people gonna want to stone you, man.
Right.
Based on a fucking narrative, man.
Especially in a time like this. You know, it's peak month right now.
Yeah, bro.
And it's never been easier to do it, man. TikTok has just got millions of people just brainwashed. All of this social media, he could just communicate and slam you. AI, deepfake, he could literally just wreck you, man. It's never been easier for him to turn the population against you. And that's why it's not just gonna be, you gotta be good at arguing. You could be the best arguer in the world, man. You saw gonna have shit out there, people testifying against you. You're gonna need the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you're gonna need to be guided on what to say. I don't give a damn how smart you are, how articulate you are, how many scriptures you know. When you get put on blast, that's part of that hour of temptation that we gotta overcome, man.
That's right. The Lord said He's gonna put the words in your mouth at that time period.
That was all. You got it? Okay.
Yeah, I got it. This is Luke. This is Luke chapter 21, verses 12. It said, "But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into the prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer."
Right, so in that day, it ain't gonna be no debate. It ain't gonna be no formal debate. All right, well, we go and what you say, your post-positional precepts. Look, they put your ass on that stand. Everybody's already looking at you like you're a demon. So basically,
You're already guilty.
you just have to tell it like it is, man.
Right.
Because at this point, what the fuck you trying to get their opinion to like you for? The Lord said, look, if the world hated you, just know it hated me before it hated you, because I testified that the works there were evil, man. So fuck them people. If they come and grab you up, tell the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're a man of the Lord, it's gonna come on any fucking way. Because honestly, you should be even more pissed at them because how dumb they are and the fact they grabbed you up. That's your chance to put all the motherfuckers on blast. Yeah. Shit, you gonna earn this decapitation today, buddy. What the fuck?
They all
said-
get condemned at that time period and in that fucking courtroom.
Yeah,
man.
goddamn.
They're gonna kill you anyway. They're gonna lock you up anyway. If you're at that point to where they got you on a stand,
You're already guilty.
you already guilty anyway. Even if you flip the script and came against everything that you stand for, your ass is still going to fucking prison or getting your head lopped off. So you might as well give it to them the way. Give them the truth, man. Tell them what it is, man. Let them motherfuckers on fire, man. Let them have it. Condemn them in that courtroom, man.
Luke 21, verse 14. "Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist."
Exactly. So when the truth comes out, they gonna be jaw dropped. Like, hey, when Stephen did it, when Stephen was going into the history, and the account of us leaving Egypt and going all the way through the prophets until when Yahushua came, hey, that cut them. Basically, they were so cut in the spirit that they had to stone him, man. So it says the Lord that your adversaries may not gainsay nor resist it, because in their spirit they know it's true. These momos and these flat tops, they know that shit is some fucking wickedness, man. Yeah. They know that shit, but see, the world taught them that it's okay. And because they're so of the world and of their flesh, they're not gonna resist it. Y'all know in my spirit being a dick ride momo is wrong, but you know what? Everybody else accepts it, so therefore I ain't gotta put my temptations aside, I can just indulge in it. But when you cut their ass and tell them through the spirit, this is what it is, what they gonna say? How can Esau deny that he's not the evil? How can he deny he's not the devil? Okay? I mean, it's to the point like no matter what, bro, the word is the word, the truth is the truth, man. But a lot of you niggas gonna get caught up, and a lot of you gonna straight up fold, you're gonna get stuck, you're gonna get caught up in your words, and it's gonna be over with for a lot of you guys, man.
An example, you got it with Yahushua when he was on the cross. He got a very extreme example of that. But not only were they physically beating him, they were making accusations against him. They were accusing him of all kind of wickedness, and how did he respond? You know,
Stay silent.
saying, "Thou sayest." He basically was arguing like, I don't have nothing to prove to y'all. Yeah. You know, he had that abundance. You know, like he just knew through the spirit, do what you gonna do, man.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about you trying to prove it. Are you gonna lie anyway? You're the devil. The people that betrayed me, y'all all the devil, man. He was not emotionally invested in trying to prove himself as a righteous man. He already knew he had it, man. Yeah. And that's how we gonna have to be in that day, man. Out of abundance, man. I don't care what you do to me or how you make me look. I already know I'm doing the right thing, man.
That's it. That's it.
That's right.
And you know what? Hey, when Yahushua, when when Herod was like, well, look, he like, don't you know I got the power to crucify thee or release thee? He said, you ain't got no power over me.
Yeah, that's right.
What the fuck you mean? You ain't got no power over me, bro. Like, I'm not here based on your power. I'm here because the Lord, when you have the understanding that Yahushua is in control, hey, bro, you take the wheel, man. Yeah. You take the wheel, you let the Lord navigate that motherfucker. Because whatever happened to you is the Lord conditioned it. So we got to get out of our mindset that things happen by chance. No, this is already written, man. Okay? You didn't go what you went through because it was just by chance. No, the Lord wrote your story as to what was going to happen. And they showed you that in that Spider-Man movie, man. Every Spider-Man, and I'm not going to give it away, but every Spider-Man, their life was meticulously planned for them to be that through a line, man. Okay?
Scripture.
Go ahead.
Psalms 10 verse 2, it say, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
And what's the devices? For one thing, the slanderers. They set up these wicked jakes and these groups to come against us, to slander us, to make false accusations, and we're going to get into that. Somebody give me 2 Timothy 3:1 if you ain't got nothing. But hey, we're going to get into it because, hey, the Lord set these men up. Okay, found out that, hey, Nate's group, hey, I won't be surprised if that is a fraternal brotherhood. All the wickedness that goes on in that camp, weirdos in that camp, all types of fucking wickedness going on in that. Hey, them dudes are set up to spy on Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got men that's not teaching the mark of the beast. Like out of all the camps out there, you may have 1 or 2 camps that's teaching the MOTB. Great Millstone and Sakari teaches it, but they don't push it like that. Because in their mindset, they gonna get carnal. They already know that when Esau come, we gonna shoot it out with them. Right. They don't believe in the standard or the spiritual power or any of that.
Yeah. They gonna do it.
Yeah, so they gonna get carnal. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get carnal. They gonna do the little push-ups. You know, they gonna try to do physical shit, and they gonna get steamrolled, man.
That's gonna scare a lot of you people too, man. Yeah. When they get rolled on, that's gonna scare a lot of you kids who's at the camps about their karate, man. And that's gonna be enough to push you over into it, man. You know?
A couple more verses. Psalms 10 verse 2, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. For the wicked boasted his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
Right. What's one of the examples of devices that he created that he's going to be snared in? The war on drugs. He created that to destroy Jake. But what happened? His own people started walking into the trap. Now they're dying of opioids. Yep. Feminism. All of these. He's saved so many weapons and traps for us. And he's got a lot of niggas along the way. but the remnant got preserved, man.
So even his own people coming against that feminism shit, man.
Right.
Hey, them patriots here, like, okay, with the whole economic situation, like the whole taking the gold, standing off the dollar, and setting up a fiat-based currency. Esau fell victim of his own fucking plan, because now the common Edomite is suffering, man.
Right.
Okay, the common Edomite is ready to go to war with the U.S. government, because they did a poll. They said, in case of a civil war, how many citizens of the United States opted to go to war with the government? And it was more than 50% that was willing to take up arms against the government. So that shows you the majority of the population. Like when I was out of town last week, man, they had a gun show downstairs in a hotel, and bro, they got so many fucking weapons down there. And I was like, wow, this is gonna be bad, bro. I was just thinking, we went down, I was like, this shit is gonna be bad.
They letting them shits go cheap.
Yeah, bro, like, bro, they had an AR, bro, with the scope, with the red dot sight going for 545, bro. I'm like, god damn.
But you know what I noticed? I was looking for some firearms myself. I might, go to the range and do a little hunting this year. But what I noticed is the bullets were astronomically high. Astronomical. The guns, you can get them good on cheap, but the bullets, you can just tell there's a shortage, or somebody's just buying them up. The only thing that makes
DHS bought over $1.4 billion in bullets back years ago.
That's what drives up the price. When something is very high demand, the price goes up a lot, man. There's the rifle that I want, man, the good bullet that I want, it's $8 a bullet, man. You know, it's a rifle round. You don't go just popping them off every day, but still, bro, $8, bro, you know what you can get for $8? A single bullet?
Right.
But a lot of these Edomite militias, man, they live way off country. These Edomites know how to make their own shells, man. They make their own bullets, so they're not gonna have any problems dealing with these inner city white folk. You know? They don't have custom rounds.
Well, they got something called
Chads out there.
what's those Dragon Fire? What are they called?
Dragon breath rounds.
Yeah, that shit in John Wick. Yeah.
Motherfucker hit your ass and they knife you, man.
Yeah, John Wick shit.
They say for every U.S. citizen, you got 2 or 3 guns. They got more guns over here than they have people. Yeah, they do. So Esau got to figure out how to take the guns away from the populace, man. Right. You know?
Oh, if I can make a point, the thing about the guns is they okay with, you know, you so-called white people having them. But let it be a nigga with a gun, it's a problem, man, because that whole thing with Ja Morant, you know, Ja Morant flashed a little pistol on IG Live. Now they trying to get him out the way. Why is that? Because he's promoting that it's okay for a young black male listening to trap music to have a gun. So now the NBA is about to, you know, put it out for that nigga because he's influencing young niggas.
Right.
But you have other so-called white people, hey, guns is in their family, man.
That's right, man. Because ultimately, the gun that's Esau's blessing, man. Esau don't want his shit getting took.
Yeah,
That's the one thing he got in this world that he holds on to, that Yahweh gave him, is the sword. That's how he subdued the whole earth, through the sword and through the art of killing, not just guns in general. This man, his blessing is the art of killing, bloodshed.
You can weaponize anything, man.
So if Jake try to get a hold of that and he trying to flop that shit, Esau, you done struck a nerve with him. He coming after your ass.
I don't know.
Esau found out a way to turn your own DNA against you, man. You go in and take the right medical procedure that they was handing out. Your own body will turn against you, man.
Yeah, that's why all these people are fucking dropping dead. Well, precept real quick. This is the book of Psalms 44, and I'm gonna start at verses 5. It says, through thee we will push down our enemies, and through thee we will tread them under that rise up against us, man. Through a spirit and power, like the brother made a perfect example. He stated that Esau's blessing is the sword, ours is the spirit. See, this is a battle that can't be won with guns and carnality. Now things will get physical, but it's not going to be a physical matter. It's going to be a spiritual battle, but it will get physical. And the Lord is going to give us the spirit to overcome them physically when the time comes, man. In the form of spiritual power, because honestly, brothers, when you look at what's getting ready to go on, you can see why the Most High said he's going to set up, the Lord has got to intervene, man. Yeah. He's got to raise up a standard, because when you look at what we're going to go up against, it's impossible for us to win this battle physically. Esau got drones, bro. He got super soldier drones in the form of human hybrids, bro, that can tell you the shreds when the people one fucking head to rip you up. Okay, and they have them shit set up against Jake. out there in the I think it's out there in LA, not LA, it's in Oakland. They were militarizing the police force by the Boston Dynamics when they were setting up the dogs, sniper dogs and shit like that. Same thing in New York, to deploy to niggas' neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So just imagine what they have on the store that they didn't show us. Shit like Megan, what's his Captain America and the Super Soldier. What you think all that shit is about? Okay, they had a robot back in the day that's called Eater. Basically, Eater is a robot, an automated robot that's designed to eat up dead carcasses, man. Okay, and what happens is they deploy it on the battlefield and it goes and it eats the carcass, man.
Yeah.
So what happens when Esau decides to unleash this technology on humanity, man? Just the fact of the pestilence alone.
Right.
They're talking about a new pandemic is gonna have an 80 to 85% mortality rate.
Yeah, I know niggas ain't making it out that one.
Nah, bro.
Right. Well, they caught him over there in the Boston University lab. Already, these niggas already in the kitchen whipping up another one. You know, research. That's
Whipping
way
it up.
more deadly, man. In stateside, man.
Yeah, while you Jakes is firing it up, they whipping it up.
Yeah. Bro, Esau got lab coats on. You niggas talking about you in the kitchen. Esau really in the kitchen, man. The shit he whipping up will fuck you up, man.
But see, that's the whole point.
That's right.
That's the whole point. When Biden, son, they found when he financed the biolabs in Ukraine, they basically set up biolabs to use that technology against the Russians, bro.
Yeah.
So they could take them out because they want to go down to Iran. They can't get in Iran unless Russia's out the way.
Right.
So they set up biolabs down there, basically like the brother said, man, turning your own system against you. And he was going to use that weapon on the Russians, man.
Scripture.
Go ahead.
Genesis 27, verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from the above.
The nicest neighborhoods, the best of the best. Go ahead, brother.
Yep.
I was gonna say, see, this also proves that the Lord is completely fair, man. Here Esau is being a snake nigga trying to steal the most valuable birthright ever created. He's trying to steal it, and the Lord still allowed him to get a blessing, man. Still allowed him to rule.
Verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from the above. Now, how did they obtain that position? It's going to tell you. Verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So, last week was Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people in the Midwest, they went to Lake of the Ozarks. Was Lake of the Ozarks given into so-called white people possession by political means? Did they make a deal? Did the Native Americans say, you know what, we don't want this shit, y'all can have it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This nigga came in and just started slaughtering. Now you have what you have today.
Right.
And that shit is damn near 99% white down there, man.
Man,
It's all Esau, and they got
All
lavish
Esau.
mansions at the best part of the
they
lakes
lit.
and shit, and
They lit.
islands.
They lit.
They are really living it up down there when you go see that shit, man. But I don't know, precept 2. This is the book of Isaiah 54, verse 16 says, Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. So the Lord straight up created this man to kill. He is the perfect devil. He is doing exactly what he was created to do in perfection.
That's right.
You know, this is the Lord's weapon, sword, indignation. He's gonna use this man to bring the judgment upon the earth, man.
That's why that movie coming out, Oppenheimer.
God. Yep.
Watch that movie Terminator. What happens is you got a bunch of robots. Their job is just to basically go back and destroy everything, man. Their job is not to think, not to reason, not to do any of that. What they're programmed to do is destruction.
Kill Sarah Connor.
Kill Sarah Connor. That's Esau, man. His job is just to be wicked, man. It's like a Terminator. That there's nothing you can do to him, man. You can sanitize him. You can raise him in the best schools.
Yeah.
This nigga is still gonna wonder, you know, what it's like to put pain and death on somebody, man.
Yeah, that's
It's just an itch inside of him. You see?
that's that Brightburn.
Yeah.
Cause they try to raise Brandon Breyer as a regular nigga, but he knew he wasn't, man.
Right,
Yeah, his 12th birthday, he just activated, man.
Yeah. He said he got on that fuck shit.
right.
You know?
Yep.
That's what a lot of Jake don't understand nowadays. These Edomites around you are not your friend, man. That wicked gene is still in them.
That's right, man.
You know?
And another thing he was created, it also says he was a liar from the beginning.
That's right.
You know, and he's the father of it. So he's a perfect killer, the perfect killing machine, and the best liar too.
That's deep. Yeah.
Precept. So, Job 14:4 says, "Who could bring a clean thing out of unclean? Not one, not right." It's like you can't, like them dumb Christians teach you. You Christians are fucking pathetic. It's like making, like they got something called kosher pig. One thing, a pig can't be kosher because a pig is not an edible. It's not something. It's not a food source, right? Same thing about lobster, crab, shrimp, catfish. That's not food. Okay, I don't give a fuck how much of a luxury you try to make it a delicacy. It's not food, man. Okay, so there's no way in hell that you can make that shit clean. Same thing with the so-called white man. White man is not a damn angel. He's a devil. Okay, no matter how much you can put white on him, you can put a halo around him and put lipstick on him and call his ass righteous. He's still a devil. Right. Okay. Like you, vocab, you are the devil. All right, and all your minions that follow you.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I was gonna say too. You know, no matter how much you even give him the scriptures, he's still a fucking devil. Prime example, vocab alone, man. Vocab, no class alone. Haman.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking devil, man. He's been given the scriptures. Well, he wasn't given the scriptures. He just hold on to them and he's not worthy to have them.
The Lord gonna kill you.
Yeah. We pray your downfall is publicized.
I don't know if we probably the only camp that, I mean, I know brothers said the Lord gonna destroy him, but like we the one that straight up tell you, you need death, all right?
Yeah.
If you came up, we'll tell you like you're gonna be put to death.
Yeah.
All right, we're not gonna get into your little bullshit ass tactics, and man, we're gonna cut you with the scriptures, or we may just tell you to go down the street, kick rocks, put curses on you, or we may just pack up and leave, depending on the spiritual man.
Yeah.
Make your ass look stupid, and then go ahead, bro.
This is Jeremiah 13, verses 22. It says, "And if thou say in thy heart, wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of thine iniquity are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels made bare." Going into you Israelites, but this is also going to the evil of the so-called white man as well. I'm gonna read it again. It says, "And if thou say in thy heart, wherefore come these things upon me?" So you see, that's what the Americans gonna say, because they don't think they doing anything wrong, man.
Right.
They just live a nice white American lifestyle.
Yeah.
They go to church every Sunday. They don't think they do anything wrong.
Yeah.
But it says, "For thy greatness of thine iniquity are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels are made bare. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil."
So you can't change his ass, man. You can't change the nature of a lion. Like Cat Williams says, "Am I a tiger?" You know? You can't change that nature, man. You can't change this man's nature, man. As much as you fucking Uncle Toms and Uncle Rugguses want to love Esau, want to be his, under him. He's master. You love him so much. At the end of the day, he's a fucking devil. All right, that the scriptures speak of.
That's right.
You watched that show on Netflix a while back with Dahmer, man.
Yeah,
They tried a lot with that guy, man.
Dahmer.
Some in the military, they prayed for him, so they tried everything, man.
Right.
But he is who he's the devil, man. He can't change.
Yeah.
He had every opportunity. He had parents that loved him. He had a nice neighborhood.
Nice white lifestyle.
But what happened? He's the devil, and it was just in him to put judgment on people, man. The Lord created certain spirits just to accomplish certain things in the earth, man. And Esau, that's what your job is. Your job is to be an example of how not to live. You're supposed to be the example of the opposite of what we should be doing.
Yeah.
You see?
Be a profane person as Esau.
Right. Don't try to save this guy, man. He can't be saved.
Well, that's why when we was in class on Thursday, that's why when we went into the Apocrypha about why they took out the Hellenization period is because it came up with replacement theology. See, when you're replacing something, you're doing what? And you're putting something else artificial there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like Esau have a term called like medical science, right? Like you got gallbladder, you got particular organs. Instead of replacing it, they just want to cut it out, or they can replace it with something artificial, which is not normal. So you can't put this man into the truth. It just don't work. It's not in him, and the Lord is not dealing with him. And that's the point that you people don't understand. No matter how much you try to twist the scriptures, this is the book of Ecclesiastes 1, and I'm going to start at verses 13. It says, and I gave my heart to seek it, to search out my wisdom concerning all things, okay? All things. That's why the scriptures say that, hey, you have an unction from the Holy One and you know all things. And it says that are done under heaven. This sore travail have the Most High given to the sons of men to be exercised therewith. All this folly, all these inventions, you know what I'm saying? The wickedness on the planet Earth, the different mindsets. The Lord put that into the hands of the sons of men. Because at the end of the day, everything that men do is vanity any goddamn way. Getting up, going to work, that's vanity. Putting on clothes, shoes, driving the car is all vanity. Which all vanity is not necessarily wicked, but these people overly indulge in vanity. It's not a balance.
Scriptures say man at his best estate is vanity.
It's vanity at its best.
Right. You have it as your foundation. Your foundation of your life is vanity. It's one thing if you indulge in a little vanity every now and then, but your entire life is based on nothing. That's why scriptures speak about houses being built on sand, man. That's how you people's lives are.
That's right.
Football games and all this other bullshit. That's all vanity. That's the source and foundation of your life, man. That's what you live for. You know?
That's right, man. And ultimately, man, that's why it's important to recognize, how this man is, the nature of him. You're not to be that. You're not to be the one that's carrying around the sword and living like Esau, man. Stop trying to be like these damn devils, man.
Right.
That's why the scripture says, though hand in hand, that shall not go unpunished, man. You got to put away the mentality and the actions, the way Esau moved. Even gang banging, man. That shit was invented by Esau. Everything y'all niggas do, you think it's black culture. This shit is all Edomite culture, man.
Yeah, like Democrats, Republicans.
Yeah.
Selling drugs, it's Edomite culture. He's the father. He's the harbinger of death, man. This man was born to kill. So
right.
Drugs in your neighborhoods, and you niggas is boasting and bragging about selling it because you got all this fucking money, and the money you got in your hand. What? That's Esau too.
That's Esau.
You niggas don't own shit, man. You wanna be everything of this damn devil, but of yourself. But this is of yourself, man. These scriptures, man. This is the real sword, man.
That's right.
You know what's so funny, brother? You notice how anything that's wicked, they equate it with black culture now. Culture is a way of life for many diversities, right? You have the same consistent. But fucking black culture is every goddamn thing under the sun. It's been a homosexual, it's been a lesbian, it's been a feminist, it's been a thug, a gangbanger. Right. It's not a way of life, man. Because even within our culture, there's a primary consensus behind it. Calling on the name of the Lord, knowing we're Israelites, then keeping the commandments, man. Right. Okay? That's the primary consensus behind our culture. But even within those diversities, they all sprout out, but they still are commandeering of one another versus you being a mobile and you a feminist, and we got to get along and be alone type bullshit. That's fucking confusion, man.
Right. Because black culture, what it really is a subculture.
Right.
It's a subculture under white supremacy. Esau created that whole thing in the Renaissance about this whole caste system. That's what black culture is. Esau created that for you niggas, man. Just like back we read in the Maccabees on Thursday, Esau did the same exact thing, man. Yeah. You had a bunch of niggas that said, let's make a covenant, let's create our own, let's build. And Esau let you do it, but it's under his customs. As long as you do things my way, you can have your own culture. You can even have your own temple, but you can't follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Yeah. He did the same thing here, man. That's what black culture is. Yep. It's Esau's offering to keep you pacified, so you don't venture off and come back to your heritage, man. Right. And everything associated with it is death, man. Why? Because it comes from the harbinger of death, man. Esau.
Straight from the plug.
Right? And going on more, and it says here, and I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and a vexation of spirit. And that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is one time cannot be normal, man. So hey, you can't turn a crooked thing straight, man. At least not the devil. Okay, he was born with the tainted spirit in him, man. Okay, he was born with that devil gene in him, so it's just a matter of time before it activates. Okay, because each and every last one of these devils, no matter how politically correct they seem, they ain't getting money off you and getting the bag off you, then they call you a nigga. But even then, getting that bag off you, they're still looking at you like you're a piece of shit, man. Like you think all the money that Michael Jordan made, Amalek, you think they look at Michael Jordan as being an equal? Hell no, man. He's not even taking home all the money he made from his endorsement deal.
Yeah, that nigga's just a name.
Yeah, he's just a name brand. Hey, you seen that movie Air? You saw that?
Not yet.
Oh man, you saw what they wanted first, bro. If it wasn't for him fighting that, he wasn't supposed to take on money from them shoes.
Right.
They said we're just gonna use your brand name, you're gonna get rich.
Give
And
you the
basically you get the
exposure.
legacy and you
Yeah.
get exposure as being a good player.
Right.
Like, wait a minute, no,
Nigga.
my name is on this shit.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Legacy don't pay bills, nigga.
Did the same thing he did, man, with Adidas, man.
Yeah, they was getting ready to drop his ass because he was like, nah, I ain't with
But
this.
they still might go belly up because they stupid, man.
They pick him back up.
Kanye, crazy that nigga is, he's your golden goose now. Nobody's buying Adidas. The stock is down. No one cares. You know, Yeezy was 8% of their revenue, but he was 40% of their profit. And they still was gonna cut this nigga loose, man. All because, you know, who's in charge, man. You see?
Now they trying to bring him back
Yeah.
because they need Jake.
Well, they got $1 billion worth of inventory.
They don't know what the fuck to do with it.
Yeah, they gotta sell it.
And they like, look, we can't sell it without this nigga, so
Yeah, because they not gonna buy it. And you know the thing, and now the power ball is in his court because he could negotiate a higher percentage.
Right.
Hey, y'all gotta give me 95% of this shit.
Yeah, I
straight
think he earned 25 mil just by coming back.
Yeah. And the fact, you know, but it's still wickedness though because if he get out of line again, they'll take it back from him.
Oh yeah.
And the reality of it is, Esau, even then, you just gotta just let the cat go, bro. The fact you're not the Israelites, bro. You
Right.
just gotta let that go. The world is finding
Yeah.
this out. Like, what's that bitch name? Her name is Marianne something. That Malachite bitch who was supposed to be running for president.
Oh, Marianne Williamson.
Marianne Wilson, that fucking dog, man. You know, I can't stand you fucking Amalekites, man. How dare you sit up here and label somebody anti-S when you stole our motherfucking heritage, man?
Right.
They quick to throw that shit out there.
Right.
Just because you disagree with something, they say, oh, you're anti-S.
Yeah.
Bitch, you're not even a motherfucking Israelite, ho.
Shut him down.
You know what I'm saying? And they always throwing that Trump card out there because they know that's a buzz term. People hear that anti-S, all of a sudden, now
Yep.
it comes to ADL.
Right.
Yep.
Fuck you, man.
Now you're a Nazi.
Yeah.
And you know what? You damn devils can't stop this word, man. And send curses about this motherfucker Rich Parch, man. You watching this fucking show? You've been calling me every single time I come out here and do this work. Send curses on this fucking damn Edomites, man. You ain't stopping this fucking word, all right? Got this fucking devil blowing my goddamn phone up every single time I come out here and do this work. I got a fucking wicked ass Edomite neighbor, man. Hey, you can't stop this shit, all right? Yeah, you going into slavery, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck off my goddamn phone.
Yeah.
That's right.
Damn devil. Yeah, it's my neighbor behind me, man. Every single campus, coincidentally, he calling my fucking phone and some shit. Trying to disrupt the word.
How does he know?
You're a fucking coward. If you know what I stand for, come face to face then. Bitch, we can go there.
The agents are.
Yeah,
Fucking devils, man. And I don't want shit from you. This nigga keep fucking offering, oh, you want this, you want that? Come pick this shit up. Come here. You want this, want that? I know what the fuck you about, all right?
So get on your good side.
Never trust thine enemy. Never trust thine enemy. You don't fucking trust you. You devils are going down, you're going to slavery, all right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact,
That scripture.
matter of fact, what you got,
Are we live on?
What you got, brother?
Not a couple.
Okay, yeah. Let them bring that Timothy out, and you can let them roll what you got, bro.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers.
Now, wait a minute, man. Now, see, in Slovakia, now, scriptures is, and one thing about the scriptures, it's priceless, bro. It's timeless. You read these scriptures, more of this is happening now.
Yeah.
Now, you had it that happened then, but like, people try to discredit the Bible and say, oh, that Bible is outdated, but when you look at the scriptures, this is written for our time today, man.
Right.
You can see it, bro. People are completely narcissistic, bro.
Yeah.
Momos, everybody got their own shit. You can't tell them a goddamn thing, man. Scriptures. And they become anti-Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah because they know that the Bible cuss their ass, man. That's why a lot of motherfucking momos, they don't want to go into the scriptures because they're cut by it.
Right.
Feminist bitches, when you bring out the scriptures on them, they get livid off that, man.
Right.
Because they know that the truth is in the word of the Most High, man.
Yep.
Brothers, don't let nobody ever shame you for having a foundation in biblical beliefs, man. Anybody that's shunning the Bible and that's looking at you like you're a demon because you're living your life according to the scriptures, they're of the fucking devil.
They
man.
off, yeah.
They're
Right.
off as hell, man.
Yep.
Don't no book in the planet Earth out mitigate the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is the word of the Lord, man.
Yep.
And we know people how that describes in the truth and out the truth.
Yeah, you got people with this new age shit. You got the Scientology. They come up with all these new books that's supposed to replace the Bible. Fuck all that, man.
Right.
And it's too
Quick
late.
question, brother. Quick question. Is the word of God, is the Bible the word of the Most High? Is the Bible the word of God? Do you believe the Bible is the word of God? Good man, my man. Had to think about it, man. But they say that, but they don't live it. The Lord said, why call me Lord, Lord, but do not the things I say?
Yeah.
He's just missile fodder, man. You know, ultimately, you can just read Jake's spirit. He's just happy to be here. He's just happy it's Saturday. It's a nice day. But that's okay, because the Lord wants that spirit on you wicked ass people, man.
Jake know not to play with the Bible, though.
Yeah. So like, go ahead.
Go ahead, Al. Keep reading.
This is
We outraged.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents.
Yep, man. Twofold. Motherfuckers are disobedient to their elders. Okay, the apostles, man, they're obedient to their actual paternal parent. Hey, right now, you got a thing now that if you don't allow your kid to become the transmission agenda, they'll take your kids and get you locked up for that shit, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
This sleeky, slimy bastard, Joe Biden, the one that you black bitches love so fucking much, has done nothing to you but fuck up your whole shit, man. This motherfucker is giving kids rights to become homos, man. And we told you niggas time and time again that this administration was gonna bring in a weirdo agenda, man. Okay? It's been weird since the beginning, don't get it twisted, but when Obama started, this peasy head demon, he's like off the chain with that shit. It's to the point that 91% of the people want to impeach this motherfucker, man.
Yeah. And
You know?
going with what you were saying on how they promote the Momoism, Kansas City was named a sanctuary city for undesirables.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna read a little bit on it. Say officials,
I didn't even know that, brother.
yeah. It say Kansas City declares itself a alphabet community sanctuary city. The move comes a day after Missouri state lawmakers voted to ban gender-affirming care for transformer minors and restrict it for some transformer adults. They say officials in Missouri, largest city, approved a resolution Thursday to declare it a sanctuary for people seeking or providing gender-affirming care, defying state lawmakers who voted a day earlier to ban such care for minors and restrict it for adults.
See this wickedness, man?
Wow.
Now,
that shit.
now, their movement has been going for what, under 20 years strong. And look, they already got a sanctuary. Jake, what did you get, man? Did you get any acreage? Did you get a mule and any of that shit? You have a sanctuary here?
Yeah,
You know, what, are they rolling out the red carpet for Israelite culture?
yeah,
Or they want you to be a black?
yeah.
They want you to think Black Lives Matter is the church that you're supposed to subscribe to.
So that means that if you live anywhere in Missouri, especially if you're a minor, you're not allowed to get your shit switched. But you can come to Kansas City and they'll allow you to do it.
Yeah,
Damn,
that's
man.
wild.
And that goes to show, man, hey, because this was the last state to abolish hardcore slavery. So this is the last state to do that, but they're gonna open arms to fucking sodomite behavior.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, brothers, the true demon behind Kansas City is going to start to manifest as this time progresses. This city is getting ready to open up, and the Lord is going to really do something very bad to the city, bro.
That's right.
Hey, it ain't no coincidence that it's 4 of us in this group, which means mercy right now. And the Lord is going to use us to do a lot of judgment, man. You know what I'm saying? If we believe that, I refuse to believe the Lord is going to let us get swallowed up by this fucking folly out here, man. Hell nah. The Lord gonna make an example of this place by choosing 4 men, man. Lord's will we stay faithful. And whoever else comes with that to really make a stand out here, man. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. The Lord is gonna really show his hand out here, man. Okay? Kansas City is gonna get fucking hit with earthquakes, tornadoes, and ultimately the missiles. Because believe it or not, the missiles are pointed right here. Because contrary to popular opinion, they say, well, you know, when they in warfare, they shoot to the country. That don't make sense to blow up the fucking economy. Yeah, you want to blow up the landscape, but they're going to target the cities first because they're more concentrated, man. Yeah. Okay? And you better believe that Kansas City, there's a missile with this fucking city's name.
Right.
Right. Four-wheeler drop.
And luckily so, man, because honestly speaking, this city is wicked as all hell.
Let this shit come
Okay?
soon.
You're the first people to think you're on such a level, and you're the basest people in the fucking country. You're last to get everything, you're slow bellies. Okay, your women are all proud and stuck up, and your sevens at best.
Yep.
Okay, and that's low compared to what we've seen elsewhere.
Yep.
So you have no right to be proud of this wicked ass shit. Oh, here you got just 10 years ago, you really had a downtown. You know what I'm saying? Derelict. I mean, now you building some shit up down here like you on a fucking level, man. Chicago was running laps around you. New York running laps around you. LA, fucking goddamn Texas, they running miles around
This
your
shit
fucking
10
ass.
years behind.
Yeah, you're 10 years behind.
Yeah, this is just a place for them, for the wealthy, just to have their mansions at.
Yeah.
This is just a calm, peaceful place of residence. They never really wanted this place to be a big metropolis anyway. They're trying to recently do that shit here. But the wealthy has been here. Hey, this is the birthplace for the fucking nukes, man. Hey, you can go to President Harry Truman's home right there in Grandview, Missouri, and see the place where he grew up. The same man that ordered that button to be mashed on fucking Japan was born right fucking here. And then this is the same exact place where the fucking plane flew out from, man. Whiteman Air Force Base. You can go there and see the fucking history. You got nuclear people that protest this shit all the fucking time.
That's the spirit. We on this devil's road right now.
God, Truman S. Drive, man. So this place is definitely on the Lord's map war radar to get fucking demolished. Demolished, man. This is where they launched the plane. The first bomber, man, that came over there, the Enola Gay, you know where that flew out from? Right fucking here, Whiteman Air Force Base, an hour from Kansas City. This is where they keep a lot of their shit. There's multiple bases that keep those shit that they got, and they have multiple Air Force bases for it. Kansas City's on the map, man.
Well,
this is on the list for Russia. They have this place by name they want to hit.
Well, you would know too, man. But they said a lot of TV shows been mentioning Kansas City lately. The fucking draft was here. They won the Super Bowl. I mean, shit, man. Yeah, man. World Cup here 2026. Hopefully we don't make it that far. The shit will be here by then. Right. Probably more than likely. But even then, it's like, it's wickedness, man.
I would say, man, brothers, be careful, like walking around, especially even like with women. They might recognize you or know, because there's gonna come a period of time where we're just gonna be looked at as targets, man. Remember when the apostles were on that boat and that storm showed up, how all those people turned against them. Yeah. Because they saw the judgment happening around them. They turned against the men on the boat. Like, y'all brought this up. That's how Kansas City's gonna be, man. When this place starts getting judged, we're gonna start to get recognized out here, man.
You know that you get more scoffers now too. You know, you would think people would come and want to commend the men of the Lord for warning them, but no, they want us. They're like, oh, y'all don't reason why this shit happened. Right. You motherfuckers.
Yeah, y'all ain't trying to gather the nation.
There's a
Y'all
lot
hate
of
your own
reserved judgment
people.
for this
Right.
Keep going, man.
It's 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 3. It says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers.
False accusers, that's a big one, man. Everybody's quick to throw their shit on you, man. And it says without natural affection. Neighbors don't even speak to each other anymore, man. Honestly, like just a week ago, I just got the name of 2 neighbors in my building. You know what I'm saying? I've been there damn near a year and I didn't know nobody's name in that motherfucker. Motherfuckers coincidentally, they say, hey, I'm such and such, and I'm like, hey, I'm such and such. How you doing? But back in the day, you remember shit.
Yeah, they used to bring you cookies and shit.
Look, my next door neighbor, when she had fried chicken Friday. It was mandatory we go over there to eat. She'd knock on the door like, hey, y'all come get y'all a plate.
I'm
Like,
gonna get
say
you a
less.
plate.
Hell yeah.
Nah, they don't do that no more.
Yeah, hell nah, man. Motherfuckers, man.
Block
motherfuckers
parties.
Yeah.
Jay
Niggas
used to
shoot
have
you
them
knocking
damn
on the door.
block parties and shit. They don't do that.
Hey, look what happened to Ralph Yarl knocking on the wrong door, man.
Yeah.
You know, got fucked up, man. You know? But yeah, man, hey, you had LaVeda, the candy lady across the street, man. You know what I'm saying? We had played the Super Nintendo. One Jake had Super Nintendo, one had Sega Genesis. We had sweet children. All right, we gonna come to my crib, spend a night for the weekend. The next week, we gonna go to Darnell crib and kick it, man. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, man, motherfucker don't even look at you in your face.
Yeah, right. They know how to shake your hand, know how to look at you in the eye.
Then, motherfucker, you live next to some niggas, he trying to pop your woman when you ain't there.
Right.
Yeah. Mean mugging you when you walk in the park your shit in the parking lot. Niggas mean mugging.
Edomites, man. They walk by, give you that fake ass smile. They kind of like that awkward ass smile they give you. This shit is fake.
Yeah. I was just
That look at you like this.
Yeah, that bullshit. Yeah, like just trying to diffuse tension because they know in their spirit.
Because they called you a nigga in the spirit.
Right.
And they subconsciously they're convicted of that.
Yeah, that racism, it still exists. It's just more low key.
Yeah.
Because back when, when Esau was the shit, they'll be blatant with the racism.
Right.
Now it's just a matter of racism by ignoring you. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? They won't acknowledge you where you at. They won't say hi to you wherever you at. They just, you there, but you not there.
Refuse service.
Yep, refuse service.
Esau can't profit as much off of racism anymore without slavery anymore. But that hatred is still there, you know.
Even among Jake, shit, I went to work out this morning at the community center and shit. So I don't know what the fuck, I'm the bitch, I don't know if she's Nordic, maybe Nordic kid, or Somali, But this shit blew my mind. Okay, a community center is for what? Community, right? Alright. I got a pass to work out there, whatever. So I come in there, she gave me a smile. Hey, how you doing? I'm like, what's up, shorty? How you doing? And she said, I'm good. And I was like, okay, is the gym room open? She said, yeah, you just go down there. And I said, okay, well, can you give me a ball? She said, we don't have one. I had to scratch my head. I said, wait a minute, there's a gym downstairs. I'm like, I have a ball because this is a gym room. And why don't you have a ball? Y'all given it to me before. Then she gonna say, well, we don't know where they at. I said, well, check downstairs in the locker room. They have them down there. Then she gonna say, we ain't allowed to give them out right now because youth camp is starting on Monday and we want them to be in good condition.
So all of a sudden it's a lie. Before she didn't have none.
So she told me 3 different lies, but if you saw the look I gave her, bro, if the looks can kill, as I really said, you really just sat up there and told me that. I'm like, just say that you don't want me to have the fucking ball, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or just say you too lazy to get your fat ass up to go downstairs and get me a fucking ball. So don't make no excuse and saying, we don't have them and we doing youth practice and we doing inventory now. So you mean to tell me having a basketball is gonna take away from your inventory now.
Right.
It ain't like I'm gonna walk out with
You just know how to tread.
Yeah.
That's the fuck this place.
Yeah.
So Kansas
Not a
City
trend,
got no
bro.
shortage of fat, white, cigarette smoking, Edomite bitches, man. Walking around, stinking up the place.
And I get it, man. And it vexes me to see niggas on the court too. That's all Jake want to do is play basketball. I mean,
All day.
that shit pisses me off too. But I'm sincerely trying to get my cardio in because I don't feel like hitting a treadmill, man. Sometimes that shit is it's counterproductive sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I just want to go down there, get the cardio in, shoot a couple of days, hit the weights. But you go down there, it ain't nothing but niggas down there, man.
Yeah.
Like I went up there last week because they got basketball practice for the youth. It may have been 2 white boys on the team, but the rest niggas, man. And that's the fucking shame. Every Jake want to be a rapper, a fucking gangbanger, drug dealer, or a fucking basketball player, man. That's the only 3 options niggas got, man. But what about being a prince of the power?
Yeah.
What about being a Hebrew Israelite? What about knowing your heritage, man?
Right.
Knowing that you're above bouncing some fucking basketball, man.
Nobody say they want to be a prophet.
Yeah. Nigga, you're an Israelite, nigga. You're priceless. Nigga can't give you some $36 billion a year cap, man. You supposed to laugh at that shit. I'm working the universe, nigga.
Woo! Shit, say that again.
Right, go ahead, bro.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 3 again. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good.
That's why the scriptures is down talk today, man. That's why they trying to do away with the Bible. All these agendas from the feminist movement, from the LGBTQRs, ABCD, all that nonsense, all of it is circumventing in to attack the Bible. Because when you have enough of these counter groups, okay, that's set up by the small headers, that's going to drown the scriptures out because people are going to be so offended in it to the point they're going to have to make a public move for the people. But this is for the people's environment. This is for their mental
public
health.
safety.
Yeah, but wait a minute, man. The Bible tells you how to deal with mental health. Being a rectum boner, that creates more mental tension. What are you talking about, man?
Right.
And you fucking devils know that shit. All right?
There's verse 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High.
Yeah, and that's why them stupid, silly niggas in them other groups, oh man, we can't have fun. Only thing you niggas do is have fun. It's it. You ain't in the UK and you flaming up blunts. How can you fix your mouth to say something like that, man?
Right.
It is blatantly, bro. Jake knows no shame. You know what I'm saying? And I'm realizing, brothers, that we probably the only real camp and the brothers that follow the teachings that's really about coming out and teaching.
Yeah.
Sincerely.
Yeah. What they say, y'all make serving the Lord look boring.
Right.
But nigga, your mama born.
You like a nigga that goes to a premium steakhouse. You
Yeah.
got the world-renowned steak, and you show up bringing that hot sauce, trying to add all this extra shit to it, man.
Right.
Right, nigga.
You have a perfect steak, man.
Food is cooked how it
A
is.
world-class chef.
Like a Wagyu
made this.
steak, bro.
Yeah. You ever had a good steak? You don't need no fucking A1 sauce, man. You don't need ketchup packets.
What
Right.
Denzel said in American Gangster, he said, why you gotta take something perfect and mess it up? He said it's good the way it is.
Right.
Right.
And y'all, you know, because Yahweh Shai, he was
What's up, guys?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
What's up, bro?
You have a question?
Yeah.
All right. Can you back up
Oh,
a bit?
yes.
You coming up a little closer.
Back
Can you
up,
back up a
man.
bit?
I'm sorry?
Back up.
A bit. You coming in a
Kinda
little
look
close.
close, man.
We teaching.
And then you say what we're doing here.
We can answer your question, but you just gotta make sure you come up the right way.
Okay.
Yeah, nah, don't even answer.
I actually was just coming to ask what you guys were talking about, but
The Bible.
if you're going to be abrasive, what the fuck? man?
All we do is ask you to back up.
You were in the middle of something.
You standing right in front of them, you see you teaching. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
have a nice day, man.
Shit like that.
Yeah, like we're supposed to bow down to your
Yeah, we
fucking
got
agenda,
we gotta
man.
stop what we doing.
We gotta stop what
when
we're
Esau
doing.
comes in.
We gotta stop what we're doing.
I got brain damage.
All right, man.
We got
No.
Okay.
That's me nothing.
I have brain damage, and it's really fucking severe.
Okay.
And my dog is here to help me,
Okay.
and I'm sorry if I came close.
You all right,
Sound
man?
good, man? Enjoy your day. Fuck out of here.
Esau.
Yeah, like we supposed to fucking feel bad for you, man. All that judgment, man, you got brain damage because nigga, you just judging.
You're a devil. Talk about that shit.
Back up, bro.
Hey, what do you guys
Water
doing?
for Hannah, because I almost lost. It's just I have to really get in a different set of mind getting with these people, man. It's just a lot of shit that they just fuck with our minds.
What's that entitlement that Esau do, man? You see, he's seen the sign, you know,
Right.
snarl that it came over here. You know what we about, and then you come up and you stand right
Right
up
there,
here
like we just supposed to
in front of the
stop.
fucking phone camera,
We
blocking
trying to
the
make a
brothers
point,
off.
dude.
And then we tell you to back up. You act like you hard of hearing. You heard me say back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Get the fuck back. Yeah, we
Like,
talking
yeah,
to you.
dude, like all right here.
Yeah.
Like, go somewhere,
Like,
man.
okay, like shit.
Like other fucking jakes, man, they may bow down. That shit may work with them.
Right.
A simple Christian pastor. You see the Bibles. You Edomites, you get fooled real quick when you see me holding Bibles on our hand.
Yeah.
We ain't choir boys, all right? You will get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
You take this fucking staff and go upside your head with it and make some more brain damage. Then what?
Because this is they shit, man. They just expect for you to always appease to what they want to do. No,
Well, you know what? Correction, this ain't they shit. You stole it, motherfucker. All right? This is the Lord gave you your leadership. You didn't earn a motherfucking thing.
That's right.
You only set up because prophecy's sake, man. That's it. The Lord said you are perfect to be the devil, so he can be justified on bringing you down, man. Because at the end of the day, man, when the Most High throw you and your entire nation down, hey, that's murder she wrote.
That's right.
We ain't gonna be pleasant to you fucking devils, man.
That's right.
All right, now we will be cordial. We will deal with you, contingent on how you come up to us.
Yeah.
Okay, but don't come up here with all that fucking folly and that attitude. You got a problem with us, you can just keep it pushing, man.
Yeah.
Because we don't listen. The scriptures tells us straightforward. The Most High hates Esau, and we feel like the Most High. We hate you, Edomites, all right?
That's right.
We hate you, all right?
Agreed.
I will say that shit on camera. I don't
Agreed.
give a fuck what agents say, okay? And you have me on camera saying, yes, I hate the biblical Edomites, right?
Biblical
We
Edomites.
hate them.
Yeah.
Apostle Hart put it. I'm with whatever the Most High is.
I'm with whatever the Most High is with, man. And the Most High was putting your ass in slavery, I'm with that shit.
I'm with it.
Right.
Right.
Go ahead out again. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Timothy chapter 3, verse 4 again. It says, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. From such turn away.
So that list is going to everything that Yahweh hates, man. So all this shit that they're coming out with, and that you people are exemplifying that type of behavior, just know that the Lord hates you. And we fucking hate you too. Okay?
That's right.
That's
right.
right.
And it's not, it's not personal. The Lord made it this way, man. You have a perpetual hatred towards us, and you've exercised that throughout all of the captivities, and He hates your ass too, man. That's how the Lord wrote it, man. You're the vessels of destruction, All right, and Lord willing, we're of the elect. We're the vessels of honor, man. You know. So just play your role, man. And you know, let these fucking devils have it, man. You know, I start to realize like when a man is losing his fortune and his kingdom, he starts to become unruly. He starts to become irritable.
Yes.
He starts
Sloppy.
what you call acting out. All right, and a major act out. The scriptures speak about that in Revelation 12. He's gonna just really put hands on you, but you could feel little micro interactions with these Edomites, man.
Yeah, microaggression.
You can just feel they feel a tension on them, and they taking it out on you, man. You ever just get a dirty look from an Edomite randomly?
All the time.
You know,
All the time.
that's because something spiritual is happening in the undercurrent, man. That's why the scripture said we war not against flesh and blood, but powers and principalities, man. Spiritual wickedness, and that's what's going on, man.
Yeah.
You're not hated just because you're skin. No, there's a spirit in him that hates you, man.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
That's right, man.
And, you know, we always say that things happen in the spiritual before they manifest in the physical.
Yeah.
So there's tension between us and the Edomites spiritually. More specifically, us as Israelites and the elites, you know? That tension is already there. Eventually it's going to be made manifest when this NWO comes and this man wants to move how he wants to move.
Right.
They say, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the most high to the pulling down of strongholds. The stronghold is that the so-called white man runs the world. He dictates every aspect of you niggas' lives. Well, we turn that down through the Most High Yahweh Shai. The Lord rules our lives. The Lord dictates, you know, our actions and our outcomes.
That's right. And then he said that our weapons are not carnal, man. So we don't put our trust and rely on physical things that Esau invented that was given for a blessing unto him.
Right.
You still got that Psalms 44 on?
Yeah.
Because you had an example in it. You killed that bug, it smeared blood right on that specific point that put the nail in the head. You know, because you put the trust in something that's carnal, man. It's gonna become null effect, man. Because this guy's got such heavy technology that's invented. You can't go to total with them, man. Watch that movie Monsters of Man. You're gonna see.
Yeah.
And best believe that shit is real. They go in other countries and they test this shit out and going through motherfuckers. And they be Jake.
You don't hear nothing
Jake
about
tries,
it.
man.
Yeah.
They do the pilot over there in O'Block, man. When you do a pilot program, drop off 2 of them.
Let that shit run.
Let
Hoops,
that
man.
shit run, man.
Better clear that shit up real quick.
You done gave pure niggas, Dracos, and automatic weapon all, man.
Switches.
Go ahead and just unleash do a test pilot over there, man.
Yeah, save yourself the headache.
Do it in
Save
Chicago.
Save yourself a couple of troops, man.
Right.
And you know, he may do that. I mean, honestly speaking, I would do that. If I was Esau,
sure would.
I would drop a bomb right on the middle of that shit, bro.
I'm like, look, you niggas got 48 hours to put all the drugs away, the guns, and you gonna hit this drone, drop off, and that's gonna be a wrap.
Right.
Get right or don't get right. I don't give a fuck.
You good for 48 hours, I'll give you 12.
Right. And you know Jake ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Jake like, come, oh, yeah,
They come out with some fucking
Jake
bazookas.
come on.
You gonna dig in.
Trying to
Gonna
fight
fuck
and
around
shit.
and find out.
One day, when Esau cut the lights, them shit gonna come right off the sky, bro. Like, Esau got a plan to wipe them niggas away.
Oh yeah. And see, this is part of the thing that we're gonna be entertained by in the wilderness, man.
right.
We're gonna hear things of this. We're gonna witness it. We're gonna be out.
They're gonna drink to that
watching
shit.
it laughing, man. It's gonna be,
yeah.
like a movie, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard about the O'Block niggas?
Yeah.
They gotta deal with 2 Boston Dynamics joints, man. You
Yeah.
saw that nigga running from the dog. That's gonna be us, man.
You already.
You know Jake's scared of dogs, man.
Yeah. We're gonna be more than good when all this hell breaks loose, man.
That's right.
Oh yeah, they showed you that movie, The First Purge. You know how Esau had that SWAT team that went through and clear out that whole fucking project building.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it ain't gonna be Esau doing that shit. He gonna send a goddamn drone, a robot up that
Terminator.
motherfucker, man.
Terminate that bitch. Yeah.
Terminate.
Esau gonna be controlling that shit with a fucking remote controller. Eat some goddamn Doritos, man.
And you know Jake can't shoot either. Jake can't shoot for shit. They gonna be shooting.
I'm about to get rolled on.
And you saw in the first purge, when them niggas was getting, I mean, they tried to gun it out with they was getting their ass lit down. He said, look, go through and kill everybody in the school. Leave no casualties, bro.
Yep.
No casualties.
Everybody's prepared for this Jacob trouble. Everybody's preparing for the Jacob trouble except the 2/3.
Except Jacob, yeah.
The 2/3, They gone. Esau, he getting this shit ready. The elect, they getting their shit ready, man.
Hell yeah. We see the warfare spiritually first. That's why we have that foresight. That's why we're not going to be shocked and confused by why is the devil coming down on me all of a sudden? It's not going to be all of a sudden for us. Because we see the war on the spiritual level first, man. You know? And that's something that's only afforded to the elect, because the scriptures say the rest were blinded. And that's why it's going to come as a thief in the night. You're going to go outside one day and it's going to be a Gundam-looking motherfucker robot sitting outside, man. You know?
Start waiting.
Yeah. It's not going to listen to emotion, or it's not going to plead.
What that nigga robot guy say? You are under arrest.
You're in the house now, nigga.
Right.
Hit you with Cyrax robots that nigga even gonna run.
Why you got Cheeto dust in a blunt in your hand?
God. And Megan gonna come through, man. I mean,
that
Megan,
Megan.
she gonna be contorting through the goddamn hallway coming after you niggas, man.
That's right. Lord's will soon.
We're gonna turn this up, man.
Precepts real quick. Y'all got something? All right, this is the book of Isaiah 66. And I'm gonna start at verse 15. It says here.
Psalms 44. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 44, starting at verse 5. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us.
Right? Because why is King David saying that, man? Because there were plenty of times throughout history where it looks like our enemies were winning. Here we are, the holy people. We got to suffer all of this shit. And there were prayers put up, man. You know? You see that all throughout Psalms. We feel the same way today, man. You know? But the Lord has already promised to get rid of our enemies, man. That's the joy that we have on the inside. That's why we can let it go when the Esau gives us a dirty look. Because we already know deep down, man, the Lord destroyed the covenant calf.
Right.
We're already going to be made bare.
The man's losing.
Theirs. And thirdly thrown. We know in our spirit we can rest. We know even we might get a little riled up. Ultimately, we can let it go because we understand.
Yeah, because Jake, being honest, Jake winning in the world, man. We were just speaking about it before camp. The hottest movie right now is that Miles Morales. Miles Morales is a dark-skinned man with superpowers fucking a white bitch. Jake winning right now.
That's a one up to you, Edomite, man.
Because you know, back in the day, it used to be Superman and whitey tighties. Not no more. It's a cool-ass Jake that wear Jordans and fuck a white bitch.
God, right.
That movie cold, bro. There's a lot of spiritual nuggets in that movie, man.
And that's the spirit. Because you think about Spider-Man and the whole IP. This is the most popular Spider-Man that's been in a long time.
Jumping.
But at the same time, at its height, you have the Israelite version of it supplanting it. Like right at its peak. Like those Homecoming movies that they did that grossed a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, when the first Spider-Verse movie came out, man, it did so well, they started planning to make the next live-action Miles Morales now. That smash hit Spider-Man game that came out, they made the sequel, Miles Morales. It's the whole
the
popular superhero basically just got supplanted by Jake, man.
And everybody know that Jake is supposed to be the superheroes anyway.
Right.
Everybody
It's natural.
That's why Black Panther sold out as good as it did.
Yep.
You know, because Jake finally got to see. That was the first movie that came out where Jake got a visual of what their royalty is supposed to look like. So that resonated with every Israelite spirit going to see that movie.
That's why them dumb
Find them
niggas
chariots.
Yeah, you know them niggas who was at camp when that shit came out.
Yeah.
It was
The
Wakanda
nigga
forever.
with dollars and shit, they was wearing the dashikis, all that.
Jake was proud then.
Cause, hey, Jake, that's how we supposed to be, man. And you know, Esau, he's so goddamn stupid. He's so obsessed with making money off of niggas. He's willing to put niggas out there in a position of power. Like, that used to be forbidden. But all the movies coming up, man, you'll never see no superhero of a Jake now, until now. Because why are they making billions off it, so they're going to let it slide. But now you're seeing Miles Morales, like the brother said, a Jake, cool as shit, got the best of the best Spider-Man powers.
Yeah, I like that.
Electricity, turn invisible,
Yeah.
and fucking shoot red superhuman strength, smooth as shit, and fucking an Edomite room.
And he had a new power than any other Spider-Man, and they knew he was like the strongest. Bro, y'all just gotta watch it, bro. The story is so, bro. The parts that I did get, it's when y'all see part 2, you're gonna be like, all right, I see where it's going with it, man.
Yeah.
Because he was, man, they tried to get him to sell out and shit, man, and they, start rejecting him and shit. He like, fuck this shit, man. I ain't with this. But it's cold.
It's weird you say that, man. You said on that Black Panther too, because even in that movie Black Panther, Esau showed himself that he couldn't be trusted.
As a devil. Yeah. Colonizer.
You know, he didn't used to do that either. But
Yeah.
he wrote the script showing you that he shouldn't be trusted.
They improved.
I think there's a lot of these directors and stuff like that. A lot of them low key be Jake that's making the shit, man. A lot of them are putting that subliminals out there to let you know what it is, and that's the spirit of Yahushua moving, man, to make the man more precious than fine gold. And which man is that?
Yeah.
Edomite man.
It's an Israelite.
It's an Israelite man.
Yeah.
The tables are spiritually turning to put us on top, man.
Yeah,
Check this out.
like-
Psalm 64, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, "But the power should shoot at them with an arrow, and suddenly they should be wounded." That arrow is the truth, man. Because when this truth came out, it opened up a floodgates of hell on them devils, man.
Right.
They're like, oh shit, we can't even. I mean, they've been in scripts, but even then, they gotta put black casts. Man.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say, honestly speaking, if they did a biblical movie of high caliber like Passion of the Christ, I wouldn't doubt if they put black actors. I mean, actually, the whole cast would be Negroes and Latinos. I wouldn't doubt if they do that at this time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the last stronghold for him to go that far. But if he goes that far to do that,
He gotta
bro.
shut down.
He's through. Like, yeah.
At that point, that's when the scripture comes in Obadiah, man, where basically, they
Hey,
basically.
Bocat, that's when you just gonna put the gun in your mouth, bro. You gonna end it. When you see that Yahushua is black with the gray fro, bro.
That was a period of time too in the transition of King David and King Saul, where the Lord had already given it to King David, but King Saul is still technically king, but there was an awkward tension there, man. A very bad tension that he was technically still king. Everybody reported to him, but everybody just knew through the spirit that King David was like, he was chosen. That's how Jacob is now, man.
Yeah, his influential power is dwindling. You saw your influential power is dwindling. Everybody knows you ain't nothing but a devil, a momo, and a fucking murderer. That's people that when they look at the white man, that's what they see.
Right. Yeah.
Even that
White
Edomite bitch, what's her name? What she say? She said honestly, we feel like she said the problem of the earth is the white male. She said they need to be jailed. The white man needs to be in chains, man.
That's right, man.
The white women saying that.
And you got a lot of Edomite women that's in position of power because of all this Queen of Heaven worship. So even they are pushing out shit to support Jake being on top. I got a precept. It's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So right now you have a lot of Edomites that are experiencing that shame. So they're trying to make up for what they did to us by allowing these Hollywood movies being pushed out and putting us in a position of power and being on top. It's
Yeah.
that shame covering them, man.
Yeah, God.
That's still not going to stop you going into slavery, though. But continue, keep
Yeah.
it up,
Yeah.
come up with the stuff to change Jake's mind.
Yeah.
Because you guys, the whole world's going to acknowledge Israelites as being the true kings upon the earth.
Right.
We're all going to be servitude underneath us, man.
That's right.
After you all, give me that Zechariah says, I will give them fame where they in the land where they put to shame. In Zechariah.
I had a quick. This Isaiah 14:9. It says, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It had raised up their thrones, all the kings of the nations." It says, "All they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?"
Yeah, that's the time that we're in now, man. Because one of the beginning of that shame that we went into earlier was your woman, man. The woman can be the quickest thing that brings a lot of shame on you by her behavior.
Yep.
And if you notice now, it's easier than ever to bag a white woman if you're a Jake, man.
Yep.
You know, that should be a major sign that your power is shifted, man. It's gone away. You might be technically in power. You might have it on some paperwork that you got, but spiritually, man, your power is being drained away, man.
It says, "Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?" And that worm goes into corrosion.
Yeah.
They doing a lot of projects on these highways. and even down to them railroads. That's why them shit's getting derailed, because Esau don't keep up with this shit, man.
Right.
Here you didn't build one of the most magnificent kingdoms. You know, you didn't did all this time to establish these cities, but now you don't have the ability to maintain it, man.
Right. Yeah.
It's more than just building and saying, okay, this is what I did. Now you got to maintain it and improve it for the future.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Well, also too, because they did away with the hardcore slavery,
Yep.
Jake ain't there to maintain it.
Right.
Jake ain't trying to do all them fucking
Yeah.
jobs,
Niggas
man.
getting unemployment now.
Right.
The only Jake that's doing them jobs like that is Issachar. Issachar always gonna work.
Jake ain't yet Jake.
But Issachar ain't doing enough, man.
Jake like fuck all that shit.
Jake going to work from home
Because
jobs.
Esau, really ruling the earth is too much for you, Esau. When you really think about it.
It's too much. Yeah. It's
Because
too
when you,
much.
just like when you give a broke hood rat bitch a brand new 2023 tricked out G-Wagon, the next month she's not gonna be able to even afford the maintenance on it, man. Because it's just too much
Gotta
for
get that
her.
oil
You're a
change.
hood rat, you don't have money, you don't have the means, you don't know what you're doing. So even if you've been gifted something as valuable as the entire earth, you're gonna fuck it up,
You
man.
can't
You
maintain
don't
it.
have what it takes to maintain shit, man.
That's right.
And you're gonna blame the person that gave it to you.
Yep. This is God's fault.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
a little bit more. You had something on that. All right. Let me read this last part. In verses 8, it says, Psalms 65 and 8. It says, so that they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that should see them should flee away, bro. And now that's why the power is transitioning. Yeah, he's physically on top because it's military and it's dollar, but physically he's through, man.
Right.
Jake is getting ready to come. Even in Egypt, Jake started to get up to have more of an influence in Egypt, man.
Yep.
That's why Pharaoh didn't want to let us go. You think Pharaoh was entertained by them lame ass, tall, dusty ass Hamites? Hell nah, man. You ever seen a Hamite try to dance?
Oh, that's hilarious, bro.
I seen a Hamite, bro. I remember I was working this little gig for some extra cash, man. I was working with this Hamite. This nigga had a white beater on with some gray shorts with some pink socks and some fucking black Converse. Knees ashy as fuck, bro.
Ashy as hell.
I'm like, what graveyard you call up at us, man?
Yeah, bro. Damn, you were the worst, man.
And you don't, and to prove you don't hold yourself with no type of royalty, man.
Yeah.
Like you just know a Jake when you see it. Jake's a saucy. Jake got that style too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Miles Morales, he be swagging fuck out. He be having his ones on and
Yeah, he
shit. I'm
got
like, I
ones.
gotta get those little Jake be straight up. Even on the game, bro, his suits. You see, he got the J's on the game, got the hood on.
Got the red and black shit.
Versus you got Peter Parker's lame ass.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, Peter, we'll give you credit because you are this original Spider-Man, you know. Which Peter may have been a Jake. He could have been. Who knows? But regardless of that shit, fuck him. Miles Morales, the dude, this Jake is gonna be winning in the end of the day, man. That's why you see Jake walking around with you woman.
Right.
Like my man Murph say, he got a saying. He said, "Boots on the ground, no money down." God damn it, no money down, boots on the ground, man.
God. The same Hamite, man. You'll see him. This nigga have sandals, one sock, a long sock, a short one, the other sock, and a short sock.
Right.
Nigga wearing sandals, leather sandals, bro.
Yeah, them
Something-
leather joints.
Yeah.
Nigga will have on some tuxedo pants with a Bulls jersey on, man. With one sock longer than the other,
With some
walking
sandals on,
outside,
bro.
no
Yeah.
rhythm,
Yeah.
through, ashy.
Yeah, we know about you Hamites up north.
Fuck y'all, man.
Like, bro, I remember, was you with us that time y'all was outside? You remember we was going, it was probably like back here. I think it was back in 2018. We was going to your crib, we was going to get some wings and shit. I don't know if you was with us, but it may be me. And I think it may have been Gabar, I don't know. It was like two brothers with me. I don't know if Taz was there. But you know that place called Tasties on Blue Ridge?
Yeah.
Where we used to get the wings from and shit. And Ishmael was in that bitch, man. He saw us. That nigga was starstruck, bro. He was looking at us like, damn. He said, oh God. He said, you guys are so fancy. Like, we gotta do it. I'm like, shit. That is who he is, man.
God. I remember that.
You know?
Yep.
Like, how can these people be so hated, but they so saucy, bro?
Yeah.
Like, at my job, motherfucker, they still can't figure me out. They know I'm different. They know I'm controversial, but they look at me like, damn, this nigga clean as fuck. Like, damn, why he ain't like us, though? Like, fuck y'all, man.
Right.
We continue. We in our own goddamn league, man. We're
We
above
are.
the people, man.
You know, it's Jake now trying to cut the dreads off and shit. You got trends going on social media, them snipping this shit off.
Well, that's
The one
good,
that never
man.
had that shit.
Well, that's good. Cut that shit out your head, man.
God.
Growing beards.
You
Yep.
brothers, man, that's in the truth, man. Cut that fucking long hair off, man.
Right, God. That's right.
Yep.
Alizé, cut your hair off, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do that.
Expose yourself.
Nazarite, brother.
Right.
So he say.
But that is the trend though, because also it's a trend for Jake to have multiple women. That's
Bro.
starting to become more popular.
Bro, and bitches, bro, but you see how the Lord is changing it? That's how you know a lot of our women just gonna get left behind. 'Cause, man, y'all gotta change with the times, man.
Yeah.
I'm seeing wicked ass bitches, bro, that's
Yeah.
into witchcraft, but yet it was this bitch I used to work with named Netta. You know what I'm saying? I used to work with her back in the day, man. And she got a husband. They got sister wives, man. This wicked beta male simp.
It be a nigga.
Yeah, nigga.
Be a
But
nigga.
he could have 2 women. But yet you a man of the Lord and your bitch, she feel like she's entitled to all you. Like, nah, man.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Y'all
right.
saw that post last week where that chick
Like,
said
fuck?
it's his bitch Suki Hana, which she is
Fuck
thought.
that
She
bitch.
made that post. I think I might want to be a wife next year. Tag an Israelite.
Right. Hey,
Y'all see
that's
that?
the tables
Yeah, I
is
did a
turning,
lesson.
man. That's
Yeah,
the spirit.
tag an Israelite.
I did a lesson. I was being nice and said, hey, she can turn away. Because you gonna have women like her that's gonna make it. But Suki Hunter,
She a
I don't
thot.
think she ain't gonna make it. Suki Hunter's too destroyed.
Yeah.
You gonna have to sincere one. Because if she was really about that life, she wouldn't. The scriptures say, tarry not to seek the Lord. You
Yeah.
don't know if you got a year left.
But Jake know what's up.
Yeah.
They know where they should. These women know what they should be doing.
Yeah, they know. All of them know.
And ultimately, through their spirit, they really be turned on by that shit, man. I was just told that shit the other day. I'm with you, have another concubine. Okay? Like that shit.
Yours better than mine. This nigga,
You
bro.
know?
She feel like she just all
Yeah.
nuts. You're no matter what, baby, you can never survive. And women take the shit personal. They feel like, oh, I'm not enough. You don't understand the diversity and the sexual appetite of men, bro. Yeah, this
Right,
shit
God,
make
yeah.
a woman want to leave me because what I'm saying is she ain't supposed to be with me anyway. And I'm cool with that because I'm not finna compromise what I believe in my heritage over some tainted ass woman in America, man.
Right.
Okay, fuck all that shit, man. The Lord made us kings. If our women don't want to be with it, then they can get the fuck out of here, man.
That's right.
I tell any bitch that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All that energy gonna switch when this place gets hit, man.
Yeah.
When one of them little pocket nukes goes off here, or just an attack period on U.S. soil, and martial law hits, watch how instantaneously that mentality is gonna poof go away, man.
That's right.
Because they're all gonna be terrified. They're all gonna be terrified and know the importance of having a man
Having
and a
a
husband.
man.
And the last thing you're gonna be thinking about is that this guy that you terrified and clinging onto is fucking another terrified woman.
Right.
No, y'all both gonna be terrified together
Where are you
and
at?
happy as shit and supporting and serving that man like the fuck you're supposed to be.
Where were you at last night? Ain't none of that.
None of that.
Ain't gonna be no more going to the club no more. No more freedom no more. All that shit gonna
Who
be
you talking
killed,
to?
man.
None of that shit. And these fucking women, man, they think they own you. They think you supposed to have your head down.
Right.
This is Isaiah 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Y'all say, what's the most proud creature in Babylon? The woman. They say, I'll punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of old fur.
And that goes right into Isaiah 4:1 too, man. Because once that reality hits that the man is more precious, all these women gonna flock, man, and that shit can be felt. Like when the brothers went down to the Ozarks, man.
Man.
Women were just throwing themselves at brothers, man. It was easy as fuck for brothers just to snatch something up, man.
Right.
You know? Because that's the power, it can be felt now. It might not be exactly known who the true high value man is. People don't exactly know up front that it's the man out here teaching this word, but it's gonna become very evident.
Yeah.
And the spirit is resonating with that shit. Brothers,
Yeah.
man, you go a place to the fucking store, watch how many women's you
Yep,
double take
yep,
on your
yep.
ass, man.
And it be women with me.
Right.
Esau, you better get your bitch, man, cause she looking.
God.
There's whole
Nope.
compilations on TikTok
She one time.
of women just violating their men in front of them, man. They'll be
Yeah,
at a concert or something,
yeah.
and the nigga be on stage.
Yeah, she be
He'll
making
be
that
there with
with
his wife, and the wife will be, like, there's whole compilation of this shit going on, man.
And that's
Esau bitch
that's
off the
why
chain,
our,
bro.
our personal women that sit on the stupid, they're the dumbest people on the planet Earth. Like,
Okay.
for them to downplay your wealth, your worth,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? And then you got bitches that walk out on the men of the Lord, bro. They'll downplay your worth when everybody else is starting to see it. She'll take that and use that against you like you're a bitch. Like, bitch, everybody else see your worth. You fucking see it now.
Right.
Because she can't suck all your energy out of you, that she's mad.
Right.
Now, honestly, that's why, bro, you know, yeah, we got women and shit and wives, whatever. But honestly, bro, best thing to be is single in this faith, bro. That's the best peace of mind. Apostle DeBar preach it all the time. You know what I'm saying? You got a woman, cool, but honestly speaking, bro, it's their liability. It's just you dealing with other baggage. You already got your own fucked up shit going on. You don't want to have to deal with another motherfucking insecurity, man. Especially when they not trying to see the bigger picture. We out here trying to build our nation up and teach righteousness, and you worried about another fucking woman, which is the least of concern.
Right, man. And ultimately, if you got that in your spirit, that means you ain't right as a woman. Because for one thing, if a man accepts you as a wife, that you're his wife. You're his possession.
Right.
A man, as a position of a wife, is something that a man always comes back to.
Yeah,
but really, you never got in the first place.
Them shoes ain't gonna tell you what the fuck shoes you can wear. Did them shoes buck up to you?
Right.
They may hurt your feet.
Right.
But that's when you put on some more. But that shoe ain't gonna tell you, oh well, you can't wear me tomorrow.
You ain't worn me.
You ain't worn me in a minute, man.
Right.
I go in my closet. I say, you know what? I'm gonna put this shoe on today, and it don't sculpt back and make my feet feel good.
Right.
You women are possessions, man, and you know that shit.
Right.
All this feminist rhetoric nonsense, that's gonna get you killed.
That's
all
right.
Go ahead, bro.
Your husband is not your possession, man.
Right.
That is your own husband according to the scriptures. That every woman should have their own husband, one husband. But we're not owned by you, okay? You don't own us. You can't tell us what to do. Right. You know. So a man, if he has you as a wife, just know how comfort he's always gonna come back to you.
Right.
But if you have fear of him having another woman, that's because you're scared that he's not gonna come back to you because your ass gets permanently put away because you being fucking wicked.
This is 1 Corinthians 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
That's right. So a lot of brothers, man, that have women, wives at home, you might not even know the brother doesn't have a wife or a woman that he's been dealing with for months. You have no idea. I have no idea this brother's got a woman. It's like that movie in Avengers, Hawkeye. He was fighting in all the movies, man. When all those scenes, all those different sequels, and it was out of one movie came out, all of a sudden it was discovered that he had a whole wife and kids at the crib.
He was in the field.
He was in the field the whole time, all the series. Nobody knew this guy had a family.
Yeah.
And that's how brothers are, and it's true. So for you women, you need to know your role. You ain't supposed to be put on a pedestal and everybody, I'm flying, I got a wife, you know, I'm married.
Yeah.
That's not the spirit of a prophet is gonna be. He's not about to boast and brag about you to everybody, man.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be seen. Brothers come to a brother's crib, the wife goes back in the fucking room somewhere, or she's at her own crib.
Put all that wife shit on your fucking Facebook page. That shit is funny, bro.
It's my
Like,
rib.
I mean, brothers may do it. But honestly speaking, I ain't never was the type that was really good put my woman out there. For one thing, that ain't for everybody to see. That's my fucking female.
Right.
That ain't nobody else's business. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you know, she a bitch about like, why you ain't put, look, man, that don't dictate whether I love you or not, because I'm putting it out there. Because you never know, on social media, you got agents, you got all type of shit, you got wicked niggas, you got niggas that's covetous. It's really a protective type thing, man. Because matter of fact, I'm gonna bring this out, and this is perfect, go right into it. This is the book of Sirach 36, and I'm gonna start at verses, oh shit, I lost it, man. Hold on, brothers. Yeah, I'm gonna start at verses 20, 21. It says, a woman will receive every man, okay? Women, they don't know how to choose men. They choose horrible men. Now, if a woman you choose and she's into you based on the type of character you is, that's good because you was impressionable upon that.
Right.
But she didn't find your worth because she chose you. No, you was dealing with her and she found out.
Right.
But out of all the wicked ass niggas in the world, she wasn't just gonna pick you out of a lineup.
No.
She gonna pick the most grimiest nigga, the one that's most worldly.
Right. Face
And
tats.
then that's the reason why she realized she's a baby mama.
Yep.
Right.
Okay? It don't matter how bad the bitch is, she could choose the grimy. A bitch will sleep with, hey, what Future say? I'll fuck your bitch with some Gucci flip-flops on, man. You know what I'm saying? Hoes will do that. That's why they have to be looked after. Women have to be controlled. They have to be led. They have to be told what to do.
They decisions got to be made for
They
them.
have to be made for them, bro.
Because the folly of that whole feminism thing and trying to demand monogamy, y'all broke off. All of y'all started fucking the same man anyway. The average bitches out here just fucking. If you tall with tattoos, you probably fucking a bitch that's on a roster of like other men, man. You know what I'm saying?
They said 20% of the men are fucking 80% of the women.
Right.
So do the math on that. 20% of the men is fucking 80% of the women. So each of that that 20%, you divide it up by 4. Each of those men are fucking 20% of the women just individually.
Right.
So 5% of that is getting the better half of that shit, bro.
Right, and that's from women choosing it.
Yeah.
When we gave you the freedom to go out there and choose, what did you do? You chose to do the same thing that you're scoffing against. We're telling you to do it the right way. You can have more than one woman. But y'all going out there being the 3rd and 4th baby mama voluntarily, man.
Yeah. Didn't
With
get
no
married.
guarantee, no
Yeah.
structure. Some nigga that you in and out of jail.
Yeah,
You know?
because if Jake would have made you a wife, but you just became side bitch number 5 to some nigga.
Yeah.
So eventually you ain't gonna get married, you ain't gonna have no kids.
Yeah, and see, and this is the thing they don't understand either. Like, see, the women are so goddamn backwards to the point, like the brother just said. He said they would make themselves a baby mama to 5 different niggas instead of it being
Right.
5 different women and being fathered by one man.
Right.
Like, okay,
Right.
let's say you have 5 women around you, right? You know what I'm saying? Then, hey, each or let those women you father each and every last one of their child. Meaning that there's no child support in that shit. She ain't trying to find this nigga. He ain't going on Jerry Springer's dead ass. They all saying, well, look, I know.
Right.
Now, the thing about being polyamorous, which is backwards as hell, because they push that very minute in certain cultures, being polyamorous, if a bitch do have a baby and she's married to 5 different men,
She gotta
ain't none
figure
of
it out.
But yeah, they ain't gonna know who the baby's father is.
Right.
They ain't gonna know. The niggas gonna be fighting over that shit. Is confusion, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
all of them is popping this bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, and then you when the scriptures say two become one flesh, it's been biologically, scientifically proven women retain the DNA of every man they slept with. Now, do men retain the DNA of every woman they slept with? No. We're the one going inside of you. You're not going inside of us. So your spirit, you begin to take on the personality traits and the attributes of each man that you sleep with. So that's why it's so hard for you, or a woman that's had multiple men, to get along with the next guy.
Right.
The relationship end up clashing and falling.
Can't pair them.
It can't. You can't bond. There's a chemical release. I believe it's not oxycontin, but it's oxytocin, man.
Yeah.
And that chemical is released by a woman that creates a bonding between that man and that woman.
Right.
You can begin to deplete that chemical from being made all together by having multiple partners.
Right.
So then you reach a point to where you can no longer ever get close to or truly fall in love with a man ever again.
Yeah.
You got no more of that shit left. You're too tainted.
Yeah, and
They
if
don't see
they do
the
fall
value
in
in
love
that.
with you, it's not even real love. It's more of a control. It's more of a it's a manipulation type thing. It's not even really a love thing, because if she loved you, she will understand and not be combative with you.
Yeah.
See, they get attacked. It's like some type of
It's less emotion.
yeah. What is the word I'm looking for? It becomes a obsession with you. Like, I've had women that was obsessed. Okay, obsessed, man. Meaning that they felt like, well, you know, you belong to them. X, Y, that motherfucker be around my house. It's crazy. But
You got
it's obsessions, man. Okay, and see, women, they have to understand, as men, as we're coming back into our heritage, you may be dealing with a woman, but you know how far you're gonna take it. Like certain women, you know, you can't only take it that far because it'll be detriment to you. Okay, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna compromise myself to make you a official wife in this kingdom. That's not gonna happen, especially when you wouldn't do the same for me.
Right.
Because look at what I'm getting on the back end of it. You have another man's child. I have to deal with that. The fact you've already been popped by another dude, you already have a child. You're gonna already put the kid before me.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to be less than a man and give you all the needs because you feel some type of way? No.
And
That's selfishness, man.
And then she'll have a false expectation on how
Yeah.
you should be treating her.
Yeah.
But she don't see it from your perspective because she's lower value because she's already been
Yeah.
used.
Yeah. And she don't realize that because the society has put
Yeah,
them
they
on a
don't realize
pedestal.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, your value is cut low. It's not that you are trying to shit on this bitch, but in reality of it
It's
is
not
it's
what
just
you
like,
think you are.
It's just what it is, man. Okay, and I'm not gonna sit up here and overly extol myself to somebody that can't give me 100%.
Right.
Okay, even when you're giving me 100%, it's not 100% because you're not a virgin. You've been popped by other men. You're tainted by Western society. Feminism has gotten to you. Have other kids by other men. You cannot give me 100%. And even if you was all those things, just by us being a men, the way we're created, we're still gonna want to be other places too, man. It does not take away how we feel about our wife, no. But at the same time, these bitches, they really are mad. They really want to have your balls cut off.
Yeah.
They basically tell you, no, don't be a man.
Right.
Walk around dickless, man.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. We're not in them times no more.
Let me
I tell you that, I could care less, man.
Yeah.
The moment y'all hoes say some goofy shit to me, I'm checked out. I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
I could take it or leave it, man. It's just box at this point.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying a brother can't find a wife or a righteous woman, bro, but like, you really have to understand these women are not only are they vain vessels, but they've been programmed for years, man.
Right.
It's just, if the Lord didn't just hand you and deliver her to you, bro, don't put all your energy trying to change a woman.
Right.
Don't emotionally invest her.
Right.
Look, if she's supposed to taste a relationship with you, you taste the relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's how it works.
It's more on
Get
here.
all that rest of that bullshit, man.
Well, this
Perfect.
read up what y'all saying.
'Cause
This-
we don't have time for this bullshit, man. We don't have time for it. This truth comes first, man. So if she go not as thou wouldst have her, give her a bill of divorcement, let her go. Let her figure that shit on her own, man.
Bitch, lie.
If the Lord is dealing with her, she'll figure the shit out. And she'll come back begging and crawling and try to deal and apologize for her faults. Just like we got to come back to Yahushua when we fuck up.
Well, most of them are gonna get that treatment. Most of them are gonna have to find out that way, man.
Right.
Go ahead, man. With that.
1 Corinthians 7 verse 27. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed. Art thou loosed from a wife? Seek not a wife. Now, you know, Jake, they learn his truth and you can have multiple wives, but it's not gonna turn out how you think it is, man. She not gonna be saying Khan out of one Khan every time you ask her to make you a bowl of cereal.
Right.
You know? You think you're getting an easier life by moving the John in with you. But now you just moved the whole demon into your crib.
Right.
Right.
See, so, you know, now we deal with women, but you have to learn boundaries and learn, okay, this is how much I'm going to take when it comes to this woman. That's why we pushing on you Jakes, man, get you a concubine.
Right.
If you know, White Castle ain't your taste, man, switch it up with something else. Get
Go
you
to Moab, man. That's one of the
Yeah.
best concubines I've seen you can get.
Get the rice noodles, man.
Because in that you're less attached, man, because you know, like this is a lesser woman. You know what I'm saying? But to her, you the ultimate, because you Jake, you the ultimate dude.
That's why the scriptures say, man, it's about keeping your eyes single, man, so that your whole body's full of light. You know, you're supposed to keep your eyes single on this thing. That's why Paul said, man, if you can have a wife, we shouldn't be able to tell, man. We should be hearing things about missional camp or
Yeah.
things. But once things start to encroach onto your work of doing the Lord, that's when it becomes a problem. And that's why Paul was
Yeah.
describing that as wisdom. He's not saying it's illegal or it's against the law or sin, but it's very unwise, man. Why? Because it's very easy for a woman to start sucking away time, and it's not always instant.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's gradual.
Especially in the truth.
Can you come home a little early from camp, 30 minutes this week? You know, and it starts like that, and then before you know it, why you gotta go out this Saturday? You know,
Well-
and that's how the devil works through these women, man.
Even in Jake, they get over righteous with that having a wife shit. Here you is on the line bringing our precept. Your wife on a fucking lawn chair sitting down playing Candy Crush.
Looking at other men too.
Yeah, you got Jakes. You got Jakes that got their wife pulling out precepts on sit downs, man. That ain't right.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's why we say this too, man. Like the minute you meet them, they from the beginning they're already picking at you. They're already trying to chip away at you, man.
Yeah.
She's like, how I gotta get them away from that.
Yeah.
Because when a woman sees your commitment and dedication on it, her job is to take that away.
Right.
Even if it means killing your ass, man.
Right.
Yeah, because she wants it all.
Yeah.
She believes she's a god upon earth, but you ain't Esau put her up.
Yeah.
Damn, you got to go out every single Saturday? Every Saturday you got to go out?
Yeah.
You can't have one? Yeah, every Saturday, motherfucker. I'm with your ass, 6 days of the week.
Right.
I'm gonna give you Yahweh Shai and the brothers time out my day.
Yeah, 2:30, bitch.
I'm gonna give that Saturday to them. You know, deal with it. You know, and if you're a woman, you got a problem with that. That shows a lot of selfishness, man.
That's why, that's why we harp on your eye being single, focus on the kingdom, man. Because the Yahweh Shai said, man, whatever you lost a woman, brother, you struggle with women, whatever it is, if you just focus on the work, man, the Lord said he's gonna restore all of that, man.
Yeah, it'll
Women
fall into your
and
hand.
property, things we ain't never heard of, the Lord gonna give us, man.
Watch when your mom, when you incorporate that mindset, that's why I said seek you the kingdom of heaven first, bro. When you incorporate that women are just a thing, you know what I'm saying, just what they are, then you're gonna watch your body increase, man. Yeah. Because honestly speaking, every brother up here shouldn't need no woman to survive, man. I mean, we've been surviving on our own. I mean, honestly, like, I don't stay with my chick, you know what I'm saying? I cook for myself. You know, I do my own fucking lunch. That right there shows you, like, look, I can do this shit by myself. A woman is just an added bonus to it, man.
I enjoy my solitude.
Yeah. I mean, honestly speaking, because I don't have to answer no fucking body but the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And we get in that mindset now. We to the point. You get in line, or you just gonna die, man. All right,
right.
Ain't be no arguing over who can deal with. Fuck all that, man. If bitch come to me arguing about, well, you want to be with other women. I'm blocking your ass. We ain't got nothing to talk about. All right, it's too late in the game to be dealing with that fucking minute bullshit.
Right.
All right, you just fucking be glad that you dealing with a man of the Lord and do what the hell you told. Maybe the Lord will have mercy on your ass. You ain't perfect.
She hit you with that. Who you
Like,
texting?
The fuck up, man. And it says, and yet one daughter is better than another. But the beauty of a woman cureth the countenance, and a man love it none better,
more.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. That's what they put here for. They're our children, and so we can have fun with them and take care of us. The fuck, the Lord didn't create a woman to be in a fucking man's level.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why the scriptures say it's not good for man to be alone. I'll make a help meet for him, man.
Right.
But
A
see, they
help
take
meet.
that out of context because they think that's talking about sitting at home watching Love and Marriage and we all together going on. No, I mean that's cool, but fuck all that, man.
That's
That
not
ain't-
helping shit.
No,
That's not helping shit. Help.
That's not even. Man would go crazy, bro. Edom might even bought that out. He said monogamy basically means that they putting you in a box, basically, and that will destroy your self-confidence, man.
It's really slavery. when you think
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
slavery, bro.
Because once you sign the contract, you're already in it for half. You have to know something is a scheme when a marriage license is $50, but the average divorce is like $50,000. You see what I'm saying? It's very easy to get in, very hard to get out.
Yeah.
And so automatically, just the way it's legally set up, it's gonna do something to a woman, man. It's basically slavery.
And she knows that the whole time.
Yeah, she knows it. That's why
The whole
they want to
time.
push this away and trap you.
Right.
That's why Esau brought it down. He said, "Look, man, when you think about it, the state is God." He said, "When you got you got the man, the woman, then you got the state." Now he drew the bonding. He said the man first enters the contract with the state, and then the state enters the contract with the woman, and he goes to contract. But on that line, the man and woman are never really officially connected. It's through the state.
Right.
So therefore, there's no way for the Most High to even dwell in it, man.
He has something in the Constitution called the separation of church and state.
Church and state, yeah.
And that basically means, look, the state is going to dictate any religious view you have. So if you have a covenant, even if it's you go to the Most High and make that vow, what he's saying is our state agreement supersedes that.
But the scriptures,
That is God.
the scriptures tell you to go to the law before the powers. Basically,
Right.
you're supposed to handle things according to the scriptures
Right.
before you bring in the authorities.
Right. Now, and another thing too, they came up with the whole concept of a marriage license, like shortly after slavery, because believe it or not, Jake was giving them Edomite women in slavery, man. And when Jake got released and we started prospering and shit, and like the Black Wall Street and all that, hey, them white women, they wanted to hit up with Jake, man.
Right.
But see, he was like, you know what I can do, I can set this up as a contract between the state, that way we can keep them on balance, because it's really slavery. And you women, you know that shit, man.
A lot of it too. Jake would be able to legally take over inheritances too if there was no name on the marriage license. Like imagine this woman, she's into Jake, but her husband dies in war, but she's got all these resources, but there's no paperwork. She's gonna lay up with a Jake, have another baby with a Jake, and the inheritance gonna go to, So he's tracking them, man. He did the same thing with patents. Jake was making up shit on the field. He was like, "Nah, we gotta track this, man, and retain our wealth." See?
Hey, keep going here. How much time we got?
We on 2 hours.
And it says here, if there be kindness, meekness, and comfort, it says, if in her tongue, then it's not her husband like other men. Woo.
Kindness, meekness, and what else? Comfort.
And comfort, man. Right. And you only get that if it's contingent on something she's getting. Notice women, bro, they do shit for you, but it's always a catch to it. They getting something out of it. You know what I'm saying? A bitch ain't just gonna come to your house and rub your back. If she's coming to your house and rub your back, you better be giving her some ride, man.
Yeah.
She's coming there for that. If I say, look, drop my driver's license off to me, she's gonna make up every excuse because it don't benefit her. This is your shit.
Yeah.
But if it benefits her, get some dick and some dinner, and you taking out to a movie, she'll drop your driver's license off to you.
Yeah,
She'll come
she'll
in
be
5
on
minutes.
time.
Because they're selfish, bro.
She'll be on time.
Yeah.
That's why they need to be subjugated. not a fucking partnership. Not having marrying my best friend or whatever goofy shit they saying nowadays. There has to be fucking order, man. The family is the means by which life comes into the world, man.
That's right.
Why would you just fucking gamble that shit? No leadership. Demons, man.
That's a nigga one.
Why would you gamble the means by which life comes into the world, the family, gambling on a partnership, no structure, no order, just let people be raised up. The scriptures say be fruitful and multiply, man.
Right.
So you can't just multiply like some niggas do, just have a bunch of kids, don't
Yep.
talk to them.
Yep.
That's just multiplying.
Multiple
You gotta
baby
be fruitful
daddies.
too, man. Your kids are supposed to raise up to be men and women of integrity that add more to the world than they take away, man. That's how you're supposed to raise a child. And the only way to do that is through order. Not your child walking in every day,
That's right.
seeing your mother trying to emasculate you, talking
Yeah.
shit to you in front of your,
Yeah.
That's not no fucking way to live run a fucking
Yeah.
family, man.
Bringing in different dudes.
Yeah.
And off heart, bro, you know she raises the son based on her emotion. I was watching Notorious, the B.I.G. story, and you know when a nigga, she like, out of a month, you've only been in school 20 days. And then, you know, she slapped him and shit, she threw away the nigga's coat, you know what I'm saying? And she was yelling at him off his emotion. That ain't, at the end of the day, Biggie still ended up getting put to death, man. See, so your wisdom as a woman didn't help that man. You know what I'm saying? Because your emotion behind it. It shows you, like you said, you gotta be ordering that shit. All right? And it says here, he that getteth a wife, getteth a possession.
Possession.
Okay? Let me read that again. He that getteth a wife, he getteth a possession.
Right.
And we know you feminists, this is the reason why you run away from the Bible, because you don't like the fact that you're possessions. But when you look at the way you live your lives, you prove our point because you just destructive by nature.
Right.
Feminism and being a opposition of misogyny, which I can't pronounce the word, but just the fact that you want to have all these rights, you're proving our point.
Yeah.
You're not capable of governing yourselves, man. You're depressed, you're miserable, you hate men, but when you look in your face, you can tell you ain't happy, you ain't getting dick, man.
Right. Yeah.
Why you just need to get fucking dick down and put in order, you'll be happy.
Right.
And the worst part is there's nothing actually wrong with that, man. Just because you're not the steering wheel, you don't decide which direction the car goes, doesn't mean you don't have value. But so you let Esau come in and put that witchcraft on you, tell you don't need it, man. That's like what Satan did to Eve, man. You won't die. You can eat the fruit. You know,
Right.
you just rebel. What's the big deal?
Esau don't even believe in monogamy, man.
Yeah,
They
right.
say it started with the Romans and Greeks. Honestly speaking, they stole that too.
No.
Monogamy wasn't even an invention of that. I mean, they put it on a map, the concept, but they've got that from other cultures too, man.
Yeah.
Okay? If you wasn't like within an Abrahamic so-called dialect of Ishmael, Elam, parts of Moab, even Jake, then you wasn't dealing, you was dealing outside that. Because even among the Abrahamic families, there was still a common law among the women had to be covered up, had to be in some type of order. The men was the hierarchy of the family. Even Ishmael is scripture call him a great nation. He's a patriarch, man. Okay,
Yeah.
even Ishmaelite women know. They come over here to America and like, whoa, these people are fucking weird. So they get turned out by that poison, man. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Last precept, and reading down, it says here, he that getteth the wife, he getteth the possession. A help like unto himself and a pillar of
A
rest.
pillar of rest.
Rest, man.
That's
Rest.
your job.
That's
bro.
your job. This is your description. Not arguing with me, not bucking up, not jealousy, not telling me what the fuck you're not gonna do, not dictating who I do. No, that's not your job. If you're operating outside of what's written in the scriptures, you are wicked and the Lord will destroy you, man.
Yep.
All right?
That's right, man. Because that scripture right there. You women have questions of what your purpose is in the Israelite man's life. You are to be a help and a pillar of rest, and know that you are owned. But you're not owned of yourself. You can't do whatever the fuck you want to do, however you want to do it. Be arrested to that man or not, or bounce. If you don't want to get with the program, then stay the fuck out of our lives and don't come back. All right?
Yeah. And a lot of you Jakes, man, if you in a position with a woman that's draining your spirit, you in a position with a woman that's just, Jake, they working extra hours at work, not because they have to, but to avoid their woman.
Yeah.
You know, Jake will pull up to the crib and sit in the driveway for 30 minutes before he
Yeah,
walk into the crib.
Hey, Jake in the military were going to deployment to get away from that woman. I was one of them Jakes, man. We wanted to deploy and get all them bands, go to war, just to get the fuck away from his wicked ass
Wanted
woman.
to go die, like, fuck.
Hey, in that situation, man, you better leave, man.
Right.
But a lot of women don't like the fact that they hear this term, women are properties, man.
Yeah.
They just don't understand. It's just part of order, man.
But
Right.
and it's not just because of the woman's sake, but it's for your peace, man. Because eventually, you won't want to kill the bitch.
I thought something.
Listen,
I just want to ask them something, like, fuck it. You know, I was gonna ask them what do they feel about feminism and monogamy, man. You know, but they were so proud to the point they probably knew what we was gonna say, but they act like we wanted to talk to them. No, we wanted to ask you a question to prove our point. But
They're so worried about curving somebody for their own ego.
Oh yeah, they get off
They
that.
look
man.
worried about that.
They look
Nobody
at
wants
that
your
as
ass.
experience points, brothers. When y'all play a video game, you get a block, you see them experience points. That's how they look at it. When the man tries to get their attention, and they really take that shit like they're leveling up. You're not
Level
leveling
up,
up.
yeah.
It's a video game.
Yeah, and most women we
You know
ask
it's
questions, they
something
ask,
unique.
yeah. And we were I just want to ask her, like, what do they feel about,
Right.
you know, X, Y, and Z. We wanted to try to talk to them.
Right.
But, you know, she was with the Edomite woman, so she had to play it off.
Yeah.
But but that's the spirit that proved our point. What we were saying, the proudness, that proved the point too. She didn't even have to respond. Her demeanor said it.
Right.
But it says where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled.
Spoiled.
Woo. There's no hedge, man.
Hedge is protection.
They're spoiled, man.
Yeah.
You know, they're spoiled because I mean, if they was in the right spirit, they wouldn't even be out here walking like that anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
They're men to be in front of them. They have their head down and they have their head covered.
Because our hedge is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
We don't have Yahweh Shai, we lost. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I'm doing it. You know, Jacob Trouble come around. I'm out there.
Right.
You know, we out there. Ain't nobody help me if we ain't got Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, it's all fake.
Yeah.
You know?
And it says here, and he that have no wife will wander up and down morning, man. Okay, and we really, you don't have women. I mean, because we in the morning state right now because we're complaining that shit, we ain't got no wife really that's really about the scriptures.
Right.
They all in their own world and doing their own thing. Yeah, you have women, but you don't have real wives here for
Be a
real.
boss bitch.
Because a real wife is somebody that's gonna submit to you.
Right.
Not some career woman, some independent woman. I gotta take care of you. No, fuck all that, man.
Yeah.
That's why it says where no hedge is, the possession is spoiled.
Right.
We got spoils of war, bro.
Yeah, this is leftover.
That's what they
Yeah,
are.
we're
Spoiled.
spoiled. Every woman you dealt with, she's spoiled, man.
Yeah.
She can't even really be your wife officially because, like the brother said earlier, they can't pair bond when they've had too many experiences, man.
Yeah.
But is that our fault? No.
Right.
Well, you know what? Is we went off. So, you know, the Lord did punish us for that. So we are taking that shit to the chin. But just as much as we taking that, you women, you gonna have to take that judgment too.
Yeah.
The Lord ain't just gonna be beating the Israelite man upside the head forever, man.
Right.
You
Right.
gotta come to the time that you gotta, you know how when it's time, you know, when you gotta go in the house and get your ass whooped, the big brother here go in there and take that shit like a man, but the younger siblings, they'll stay outside and try to avoid the ass whooping as long as they can. That's these women, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit, we came in the house and the Lord find our ass up, man.
Right,
Hey,
yeah.
the Lord, like, get your ass in the house. The longer you stay out, the worse the beating gonna be.
Well, as you said, you say the Lord ain't gonna be beating up on the Israelite man for too much longer.
Yeah.
The Israelite man is raised up now.
Yeah.
It's up to you women. Hey, as brother say in Chicago, choose or lose, man.
Choose or lose.
That's right, man, because we're coming in a time period where it's like a parent. Eventually the whipping stops. Eventually you're gonna stop whipping your kid. You're in the midst of giving that ass, you get that belt out, you know, you go into town. Eventually it's gonna stop. But when Yahweh Shai comes back, the ass whipping force as the hopeful elect is going to end.
Yep.
So in order to be a part of that ending, you gotta get right mentally, man. You gotta stop the fucking whoring. You gotta stop the adultery. You gotta stop dressing promiscuous, man.
Yeah.
Brother, they not gonna stop, bro. They not gonna stop.
Stop being
until shit
around
happen.
hoes.
Yeah. As long as this shit is up and running, these women ain't trying to hear that shit.
Leave your
man.
whole friends
God.
alone, bro.
That's why it's written the same must know it
By
after
death by pain.
man.
That's it. That's only how Jake they gotta get fucked up, man.
Like
That's right.
in the plantation days, you know, Keisha might be able to throw Esau some box and not get her ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? Jake couldn't
Yeah,
do
for
that.
extra
Right.
biscuit.
Jake, he was taking the full brunt of it. But see, now the Lord has Ezekiel 9. He
Yeah.
said, I don't give a fuck if you're old, you're a woman, you're a child. Every one of y'all gonna get judged this time, man. You ain't skirting by nothing, man.
This is
Right.
Ezekiel.
Getting correct.
It's Ezekiel 9 verse 4. And the Lord, Yahweh, said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry
Yeah.
for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right. So that the why goes on to the men. So these women that get saved, how are you going to be saved, man?
You gotta be around the
You
men.
got to be around a man of the Lord. You ain't just going to walk your ass up because you know you're Israelite.
You gotta get
What
on the
have you been
team.
doing? Have you
Yeah.
helped anybody? What have you been doing?
Get on the
man.
team.
That's what scriptures talk about, that she shall be saved in childbearing. You break down the meaning of that word, technogenia, and go down further, it means to be a rendering help. Unto who? Unto those men that have been marked, that are sighing and crying.
Right.
If you're not with one of those men, and you're a woman of marital age, hang it up. If you're a woman that's not of marital age, you're an aged woman, just support the ministry. And shut the hell up and teach those younger women how to be wise. That's it. That's how you get saved, man. That's your women's, your role, your position in this church. You got no other position. You're not a part of this thing, man. He said, my flock, my pasture are men, not women. So your position, your role in this ministry or this church is your position at home. It's being obedient and listening to your husband, okay? Serving and submitting. And if you age women, you are to be a trainers to those younger women to teach them on how to perform those duties.
Yeah, not at Pete's Place, man. Can't get fucking $2 well shots.
Right.
I hate you niggas, man. I hate every one of you goofy Kansas City niggas. I hate you fat, cigarette smoking bitches, man. I hate you fucking momos. Every rich cracker walking by here, man. The Lord need to fucking move this place ASAP, man. That's why Ezekiel 9 and 4 is one of my favorite scriptures. Because the Lord is about to make it known he don't give a fuck about nobody. Even the Israelites, that ain't right, man.
He about to let off on you. It says, the Lord Yahweh said unto them, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, it ain't these women crying. They're part of the fucking abomination,
Right.
man.
They
You're
turned
part
up.
of what we're crying out about, man.
They teed up. To say unto others, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Because Simple Jack up here early, he tried to have pity. Oh, I got a brain damage. Nigga, no, we don't have pity for you. Get the fuck out of here if you ain't coming right, man. That's what these bitches gonna be.
Right.
Oh, I've been trying to get right with the Lord for years, or I've been trying to look for a man, but I never found.
I'm gonna say, what's the name of the Lord?
Right.
And you even look like you're gonna say Jesus bye.
Hey, brother's gonna be irritated in that day, man.
Right.
You're gonna be irritated by the amount of women that's gonna be trying to get on the team.
Yeah.
That's gonna piss you off.
Yeah.
It sounds good, a lot of women coming up want to deal.
You gotta be on a level to deal with that.
That shit's gonna be irritating, highly irritating, man.
Because a lot of these
bitches ain't right.
A lot of these women is single moms. Oh, I got a kid. Can you
Right. Bye.
You're like,
You
bitch,
all
fuck out of here.
You're gonna get tired of saying no. God, no, I don't want to deal with you. No, you're gonna recognize women that was out here being harlots in the street.
Yeah.
You're gonna recognize them two hoes that just walked past and didn't even want to fucking inquire.
Yeah,
We're gonna see their asses crawling
They
out.
look like a 5 or a 6 at best.
Yeah.
Proud as hell. You see what I'm saying? But it's all vanity, man. It's all fucking vanity. Y'all, you need to be fucking corrected, man.
That's right.
And the Lord's getting ready to do that in a major way, and you're gonna see it through the men, man. We're gonna have that glow in the day, like in the Last Dragon. You saw Bruce Leroy. He just had that glow. We're gonna be able to recognize each other, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna know wicked niggas. We're gonna know wicked women. And nothing, every idle word you ever said is gonna be discovered. We brought that out earlier, man. It's all gonna be published from the mountaintop. We don't know, man.
Saying to others, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women. But come not any man upon whom is the mark. As bro say, the way you get access to that protection is that Isaiah 4:1 that let us be called unto thy name, so you take away our reproach.
Yeah. You get our own bread, you not do nothing.
So it's going to be every man and whoever's under his household.
Right.
But it said, but come not any man upon whom is the mark, and begin in my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
That's right.
Hey, that's it. Y'all got any more precepts? Well, we're gonna end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. With that, shalom and a bubble ball.
A bubble ball.